Welcome back. Clearly, we made a mistake. That's Dana. And that, folks, is Thursday Night Live Fly Time.
What's up, people?
Because of season 4, episode 18, the band came to fruition.
It did.
How did that happen?
Kind of just.
How did that happen?
Just happened.
Excuse me, middleman.
It's here. The band just became.
The band just became because the nipple had a beard on it.
I suppose a nipple.
All right, Tim, give us a beat.
You need a beat?
Beard and nipple coming to you unplugged.
Tim, how about the beat? Welcome back to another episode of Thursday Night Live Fly Time. I've been here for 19, 18, and now this is 19. Because like every other Thursday night, we don't know what's going to happen. We threw together the band 5 minutes before the show. I'd like to introduce you to our friend, Afro Joe. Afro Joe, say hello to the folks.
Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome to thanks you for joining us from all around the world here for episode 19 with Thursday Night Live Fly Time. We are Bearded Nipple, and we're going to be a little unplugged for you tonight. So listen, clap, sing along.
Yeah, get those feet pounding. Okay, you can hear my feet, they're pounding. Get your feet pounding just like next Friday morning when your head's pounding. After you come down to Trax Pub and meet up with us. I'm sorry, Bearded Fro Joe. I didn't give you a name. So you're just kind of unknown. If you're new here, don't go anywhere. We're not musicians yet. Tim, why don't you...
Work in progress.
Tim, why don't you sing the chorus? Actually,
There's no chorus.
there is a chorus. It is okay.
Never
So,
a chorus.
because everybody is familiar with the actual song called "Welcome Back to Another Episode of Thursday Night Live," where we hear thrive.
I'll try to read your mind
Wait,
the whole time.
where did we hire this guy? He was supposed to be the lead singer.
I know. We got
But-
instruments to play.
Okay. Afro Joe, it's your turn.
Is it my verse already? Here we are at Thursday Night Live, episode 19, and it's gonna drive.
He's got a voice.
Ryan,
He's got a
baby
voice.
flies.
I remember you telling me about him
With
in
our
his
friend Timmy Pie.
I remember in
Very
his
nice.
audition.
Yeah,
I
well,
remember his audition.
We definitely screened him before he came in.
So, folks, Thursday Night Live Fly Time. This is season 4, episode 18, 19. I am way
19,
off. I
19.
forgot. I slept for a whole week. What I need you guys to know is that we need more cowbell.
Did you ask for cowbell?
Yeah.
Where's cowbell?
Oh, there it is, folks. So what we do here on Thursday Night Live Fly Time is we tie some flies. If you're new to the show, don't be weirded out. Sometimes we play music to get the folks going. So what I'm going to do, because I think this is cool, is I'm going to make a song out of their comments.
All right.
You guys like that? Remember we talked about this at band practice last week?
Yeah, I can't.
All right, let's start off here. As high up as I can see. Did Timmy just add a honk honk? Awesome solo. Tim, you're up. You read Rogers.
Oh, sorry. Where are we? I'm not looking up.
Okay,
Central
so-
Montana's back with another course.
Oh,
Happy
I gotcha.
Thursday, people.
More like a Tinkerbell.
Tim, you're up. Mike Dumont's comment.
I know. I know. I went up one. Oh, sorry. Hello, everyone. This is gonna be another episode that I'm gonna fall behind on my time.
Keep going.
Yeah. Well,
I'm your backup singer.
no, I'm your backup singer.
Crikey,
I'll be the-
let's hope you don't give up your day job.
Who brought the new guy in
I don't
here?
know. It's
That's
just
why it's back up here. That's Tinkerbell Tim lol.
Tinkerbell Tim.
This guy in the middle is reading comments
yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, so let's go back to Joe. Happy Thursday, everyone in here. Now hit Cam's next comment.
Oh, sorry. I'm just resetting the beat.
Well, I guess, hey, you know,
I gave up a while ago, so I have something to do all summertime.
Aaron, do you know how to do this? You read Bruce Cameron's.
Bruce Cameron. Yeah, right there.
Can you see?
Broke my thread already.
Blake said the show is backing up just like his toilet.
What?
I added that part. Now Jacob Reimer. Come on, guys.
I haven't had a fly from the kid in a while.
I love Aaron's moves.
I'm trying to explain this to my daughter, and she has no answer. Thanks, Roger Beatty.
But Jacob says that he loves the goggles.
Yeah. Where's the chorus?
I don't know where the chorus is.
We're gonna
I
need
don't
those
know where
we're
the
gonna need more
chorus
comments.
is.
The
I
wig
don't know where
is
the chorus
on
is.
backwards now. Hey,
You want
did Eric win the Doors of Doom?
Of course not.
Of course not. He didn't.
No one wins the Doors of Doom.
I prefer Tim's
is that better?
nipples to Aaron's fro.
This is just, I don't even know what this
If
wig is.
the show goes south, 453 is Aaron's guess from me. It's Thursday night and
man.
I'm feeling alright. Aaron's jabbing me in the back with his guitar.
Good guitar? Yes, we'll go with that.
Come on, get those comments going. We can't keep the
Thursday
song
Night
going.
Live, and I'm
And if
feeling
anybody
all
wants
right.
5675309, Jenny.
Someone needs to drop some actual rhyming comments here.
Yeah, like Brent Struthers said, bingo, yo. finally a good picture for you. Okay, we literally cannot be a band if people can't write us lyrics.
Yeah, I know. Well, we tried.
I think you need to give us a different beat. I'm going to give us a different key, and we're going to give the folks one more chance.
Well, we're going to get lawsuited with 56753
Let's
on
see.
time.
5,
So.
6, 7.
See
All
if
right.
Let's see if I can get a different beat.
Okay, let's
Hold
go
steady.
slow. Take me slow. Jackson says, twinkle, twinkle, little star. SOS, I got a lot going on here so far. Let's hope there is no course. If I want to tie a fly, then Tim's the guy.
Oh.
The doors of doom blows and sucks farts. I think the spelling. Tie, tie, tie. Fly, fly, fly.
Fly, fly, fly.
Me and you going fishing in the dark. Ice off, baby.
Ice, ice, baby.
Ice off, baby.
Ice off, baby.
Free-er. Love, he love that.
Just love.
Come on, guys.
Just
we
love,
were getting
love.
somewhere.
I'm SMRing.
Down by the river cave. Honestly, if you want to tie a fly, then Tim's the guy. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Extreme drop off in viewership, but that's okay because we're going to get this show. We're not going to get it going anytime soon because the last 2 times we finished way too early.
It's true. I don't even understand how.
Okay, we are weird and we're loving it here. See, by
Row,
Louisiana.
row, row your drift boat. We are the
sells
weirdest
seashells
and
by the
loving
corner
it.
store. Baby shark, dut dut dad do. Wow, I see a future here. Freddy Cougar don't tie, and she's
there's-
buying
You don't know
a
that. You don't know
stairway to Free Bird. Is it bingo time? Shimmy, shimmy down now, Coco, Coco, shake. Here we go. Let's check out the bake.
Ooh.
Ian, camera.
Damn, baking camera.
Shimmy, shimmy down now. I need some comments. Guys, you literally make us sing anything.
Yeah,
and here
anything.
you are asking us for
You're-
the bingo
You're
time.
passing up on a great opportunity
It's a
here.
great opportunity because we won't be here forever. Time expires just like episode 19. And that, my friends, is just how it goes. You've stumbled upon the Bearded Nipple Unplugged. We're actually plugged in to a lot of things like
Like every chord.
amps and plugs and guitar chords. Dana's a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
That's true. That's a true statement.
Man, nobody wants to write lyrics. Like, we're up here totally
Vulnerable,
with
like,
our
putting it out.
acoustic. Okay, well, Jim is looking in my window. I have a bingo.
Bingo.
So
Amount
as
of questions
it's
I
run
get from my
time.
friends when I share and encourage new people. Watch is crazy. Sauce. It's rum time.
Sauce.
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 It's rum time.
Sauce.
Dana
Yes.
wants to see Tim naked
Sauce.
again. Boots and cats and boots and cats. Okay, well, folks, we like I said, if the comments aren't coming in any quicker than this, sunshine on my... Literally, we cut a hole out of your shirt last week
Yeah.
and shared the nipple, which was bearded, which came up with our band name this week.
Yeah.
And the problem is you guys here have an opportunity to literally make us sing anything. And you wasted it. You wasted it by doing things like...
okay.
Let me see.
It's okay.
The lyrics are just scrolling by.
Twinkle,
Little star.
little star, how I wonder what you are. I don't even know the chords, but I think it goes something like...
above the clouds.
I know, I can play it on that.
Okay, yeah. Give her.
play it on that.
I'll play it on
Okay.
that. Swap
You
ya.
play it on this. I'll
Let's
play
play
it on that.
swapsies.
We'll do a Twinkle Twinkle Little Star just for Jackson from Rocky Mountain Fly Shop. Might have to kill the beat.
Yeah, you go ahead and kill that. Oh, jeez.
That's pure talent right there.
How do you kill the beat? How do you kill the beat?
Hit the stop button.
Where's Tim? This is why you tie flies. Okay, I'm just resetting this. We're going to sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star for Jackson.
Twinkle, twinkle.
Okay, just hang on. Hang on. Ready?
What key are we doing this in?
Little star.
How I wonder swirl high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Bearded nipple, yeah!
Yo.
With the amount of time we spend in front of our vices, don't you think you deserve a pair of scissors that can make the cut?
That was
a
lot of fun.
fantastic. Oh, well. Hope Jackson liked it because that's what it's about.
Yeah, that's all the talent right in one
Yeah,
place.
so a comment that came in was that was about as their lyrics was about as good as our performing.
Well, I mean, when you don't have
Yeah,
stuff to work with,
That's Keith.
what are you supposed to do?
So the viewership dropped in half from 4,000 to 1,500. And that's okay. Because if you're still sticking around, you're going to get some of the good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Lots of good stuff to come.
The good stuff, Tim? Well, funny you should ask, Tim.
I did ask.
I'll let you talk tomorrow when the show is over. What I need to know is where you're from, what you're drinking, and let's get to know each other. And if you're
Yes.
brand new here, did you stick around past that opening debacle as the bearded nipple unplugged?
Yeah, well, your first time, live as a band is never going to go super well.
That's a good point. And band practice
Yeah, it was short.
was literally
20-ish
moments
seconds.
before the show.
Yeah. I mean, there's only so much you can do.
But yeah, anyways, that's what it is. Tunes on point. Tim, buddy, hair is high and tight. Love it. And Cam's drinking a kitchen pill tonight.
Kitchen pill. Is that different than a bedroom pill or a garage pill?
We're not sure, but if it's in the kitchen, it's a pill. Tim needs to do a chug. Well, next Thursday, folks,
You come
Tim will
out
do.
next Thursday,
you'll chug.
I'll do more than chug.
Yeah. Oh, and he's apparently bringing his wife down.
I am, so
So, well, every good show
Should I-
needs a spectator.
to keep me in line. Oh, man.
Fine line. Speaking of which, Wes is drinking a cherry Pepsi.
What's up?
He's in
What's
Idaho.
up, Wes? Oh, yeah.
Joe Maharishi is drinking Roundup.
On the mountaintop,
It's
drinking Roundup.
Never on side.
Yeah.
And Eric's from Cookieville. Well, that's good word. Good point. Eric, how'd you do on
Cookville.
bingo?
Cookville.
Did you get the Doors of Doom done? No.
I don't know, Cam.
Answer's no.
Why not?
Tom Pape is here from Baltimore drinking a bourbon.
Oh.
Ron's in New Hampshire, been here for a few seasons, drinking Brown Owl ESB New Spoon, drinking Kitchen Party Pale
Kitchen
Ale.
Party? That's quite the mouthful.
So
Kitchen Party Pale
that's
Ale.
what it's all about, is what
Yeah.
you guys are drinking, and what we are drinking
are
is
we drinking
something
today?
that our band member brought us. You won't see on my camera. Oh, look, we did. Tim.
Pattern of
19
mind.
episodes, Tim, and it's doing it. 19
There you go.
episodes, and it's doing it. So we're trying something new tonight. It is from what we call Establishment Brewing.
Ooh.
Establishment Brewing. I'm sure we'll get back to the mojitos. We already had a few before the show,
Maybe.
just to get
You
hydrated.
gotta get warmed up.
And the quick ties will be
Yeah.
live at 9, so we're going to tie some flies. Let's head over there and check out
Yeah.
what we're going to be doing here.
What are we tying? Ooh. Also,
It's a good question. Blake
Breaking
Teague
news.
has his period. He just commented a period. So
good to see you, Blake. Missed you last week.
yeah. So if you guys don't know, what we have at in the blue box down there is the Lucky Fly Box donation giveaway, and they are live. Okay. And Mr. Blake Teague doesn't like us saying this, but had a massive part in all of those giveaways.
Yeah.
And absolutely crazy. A lot of you guys did. You saw a little video at the start with some of the things. We can't put them all on there, just because there's some things you can't take a picture of, like a couple 3 guided trips.
Yes, there is.
We've got this table here, which is the resin table. The pictures are up there. What else is there? There's a custom-made net. There's Chaz. I can't remember again what Chaz is donating, but him and Nolan are gonna forge some stuff for giveaways.
Awesome. We got a
so
Norvise in there.
we got a Norvise in there. We got a Norvise in there from Rocky Mountain Fly Shop.
Yeah.
Where was I gonna put this? That announcement.
Oh.
The final episode. So if you head over to our website, flyfishingbowriver.com, okay, you can get your ticket. So basically what it is you make a $5 donation, gets you a ticket into the draw. There's a lot of prizes. Over 25 dozen flies. They'll all be put into fly boxes, given away that way. There's sunglasses. There's the new AirPods Pro. Leatherman's knives, sunglasses, Bluetooth speakers.
There's a lot.
The Fish Pond gave us a whole ton of stuff. If you haven't seen it's like a portable pack
travel kit. Yeah.
Travel kit.
Yeah, it's epic.
It is really epic. And Rocky Mountain Fly Shop.
We got a fly box on the way from Mr. Dig. Sending all his pike flies
all
out.
the pike flies again. This table, I'm forgetting a lot of stuff.
Because there's so much of it. That's why.
Yeah, so there is. So like I remember 2 years ago we did this with just the box of flies that Tim had tied all season long. And that was awesome. We were like, wow, this is really cool. So that's also one of the giveaways is all of the ties from this season. So 40 patterns, probably times 4 is going to be all these in a box tied by Tim. What else?
Oh, man.
I know I'm forgetting stuff.
There's rods. There's a butter stick in there.
Oh, there's a butter stick. There's a reel. There's an Admonson 4-weight.
Yeah. There's a custom net somewhere too, isn't there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's coming up tomorrow, I believe.
And a fridge, custom fridge.
Oh, show the fridge. This is super epic. So, it is a fridge painted by Perron Auto Body in Airdrie, and custom painted like a rainbow trout, and it's holds 6 beer in there.
I feel like Vanna White.
You should. You look like her too.
I knew it.
Yeah, so it holds 6 beer if you want to put it in your office. That is a collector's item. You can't even put a price on something like that. So remember, what does your donation do? Well, it just helps keep the show going. Today we had Terry and Joel Sather over. They got to see the studio. Just kind of see everything that goes into it. Some of you guys have been up here. You've been into the studio. So yeah, donations just literally help keep the show going. Never feel obligated to do that, but do know that tonight is the last Watermaster Rafts Flyingo, and you can get your bingo cards at the bottom. That scrolling black screen.
The other stuff in there, Watermaster.
Oh, the Watermaster. Huge dry bags, some stickers, some hats.
Yeah.
Still dealing with them on something what we're going to do for you guys about getting a Watermaster. Ooh. So many things happening, and that's all going to take place next week. Okay, we're starting at 6:30.
6:30
Pacific or
Mountain Standard Time.
Pacific. We're flying to Vancouver. And then so everybody who's in the area, if you're not fly up here, we're going to Trax Pub. We're going to meet up there.
Yeah.
And
don't undersell the Trax Pub. It's going to be quite the event. We hope all of you who are local can make it to Trax Pub.
Even if you're like 4 hours local.
Yeah, that's still local. Any inside 6 hours is local for us. Come join us that night. We're going to, Dana and I will join you right after the show. But there's going to be a really good crew of people there. You can hopefully, get some hotel room in town, whatever you need. Apparently it's busy, but bring a tent. There's a backyard here.
Yeah, bring a tent, backyard. Bring a sleeping bag. There's the floor out here. We did talk to Trax about having a slumber party at Trax.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's really going to happen, but
that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, but awesome. Either way, tent it up in the yard. Anything, sleep in the back of your truck. Don't drink and drive. do the watermelon crawl. So
Yeah.
tonight's flies, if you're just joining in here, they look something like this.
Ooh.
The S2 streamer.
A really good one.
And these super tiny small, so get the stuff out right now. Unpackage your kits. Hopefully
it's teensy.
you've done that. And
Yeah.
what are we going to start first?
I think we should start with the streamer. Let's get that one out of the way.
Let's get the S2 so the
It's a
East
little-
Coasters can go to bed.
It's a little bit of a lengthy one.
Yeah, so make sure you go and get your raffle tickets, your donation tickets, because about an hour into the show next week, we're going to close it down, and every donation you put in, you get put into the... you can call in sick the next day, absolutely. There's a note about Trax Pub, May 5th, party time. It's also Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, yeah,
It could
true.
get crazy here in Olds.
Yeah, it might get.
Yeah.
There is
So-
a college bar in town that you might get denied from.
Yeah, Chaz is coming down. I got kicked out. I didn't get kicked out.
You didn't
I
even make it in.
Get put in.
I know. Couldn't get in there. Oh, well. Next time.
Yeah, so... Also, Western Canada Fly Fishing Guide School, May 13th to 15th and May 20th to 22. Rock and roll. We might only have...
One spot left.
Yeah, probably not. Maybe.
Hopefully.
I don't know.
Hopefully.
You don't have to be there to win. So you do not have to be there to win. You just have to make sure you have your tickets.
Yep.
We will reach out to you after the show. You do not have to be there to win. I think last year was like 20 tickets was pretty successful.
Yeah.
But you never know. We did have one person win on a $5 ticket last year.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, what else do we got to say? So your Flyingo cards look something like this.
Yes, sir.
And head over there to our website right there. Get your bingo card, because tonight there is still stuff to give away that costs you nothing. We've been doing this for 19 plus 1 episode, so 20 episodes.
Crazy.
That our sponsors have loaded your wallets with a lot of prizes. And so us too, we've donated a lot, put a lot into those. So if you do want to get in on the big one next week, it is friends and family who are donators.
Yes, sir.
Donators to the show.
Donators. Terry's got an entire chicken in his season 19 or episode 19 kit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of feathers in there. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Be careful opening it, though. Anything else for the announcements? We broke Dana.
That's a
We
good
broke
point.
him.
That's a good point. What I wanted to do, though, is actually head over to a little thing we got here called the Baking Cam. Make sure you come to Trax Pub next Thursday, folks. It's in Olds, Alberta, Canada. Oh. What's this, Tim?
Is that a cow? Moo.
Well, folks, just like everything Thursday Night Live, it comes in ingredients.
Oh, that's the first
Ingredients
ingredient.
that come together to make an epic food item
Of some
for
kind.
us or trout. So that's the first one, and be careful tonight to make sure that you keep track of all the things that go into...
But I'm confused. Is this ingredient meat or milk?
I don't know.
I guess we'll have to wait and
Tim,
see.
I've never really had any meat inside of my baking. But
You could bake a steak.
things in Black Falls get a little different. Oh.
Oh.
We're going to have to
We're missing a
get Tim to tell a joke.
Oh, funny jokes with Tim. Well, as every single week when he asks me to tell a joke, I don't have one. So that's when I look to you guys to tell me some type of ridiculous joke to keep you guys entertained. So, Mr. Doug Lee, he's got to give me something. Give me something good to tell for a joke here. Anyways, guys, yes. So for these patterns we have coming up, we're going to start with the S2. That one has a ton of materials in it, so be really careful when you open it. There's lots of feathers. We'll go through what each of those feathers are, what we're going to do with them. But there's just a lot going on in that fly, and it is going to take us some time. But I also don't want to move so slow that it takes 40 minutes to tie that fly, so try to keep up on that one. As always, though, there is the SOS feature. So if you write SOS in the comments, we will stop the show for a minute. We'll let you catch up, or you'll see those flashing lights, and nothing there to show this time. And if you weren't here last week, you should go back to there. But yeah, so just let us know if you're falling behind or if you have a question. There's always it's always appropriate to just stop us at any point, ask a question, and we can go from there. All right. So let's get on to this streamer pattern. So in your season 4, episode 19, you're gonna see very obviously you have a big white kit full of feathers, and then you have a really, really small one. We're going to start off with this big one and get it done and out of the way. It is going to take a little bit of time.
20 minutes on the quick tie.
Was it 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Dang. Okay, well we're not going to move that slow. We do need to get through this fly. So we have a series of feathers in here. So we have some mallard flank, which you're going to kind of notice as these speckled back kind of color feathers. We have some schlappen or saddle hackle. Either work for this pattern. We're going to have some marabou in there. We're also going to have a couple of different styles of chenille for which we're going to be tying in this pattern as well. So empty that whole kit out. You got some beads in there, and you should have a piece of monofilament in there as well. So just really all these many things in here. Just be careful. You have 2 different sizes of hooks. So you've got a larger streamer hook, and you also have a smaller one. So the smaller one is what we're going to start with, and then we'll go to the larger one. So this is what our schlappen or our saddle hackle looks like. Okay, white feathers. So we'll make a little pile of those. I like to kind of go through this kit.
Jackson watching us.
Nice. Jackson watching. Kind of get those guys set aside because you want them out of the way. And then we also have some marabou. Okay, so we got some marabou. This is this fluffier stuff with all these long little pieces on it. Set those in their own pile as well. This is literally what I do when I'm tying all these kits. Go ahead and set. And then you have these mallard flank. Okay, that's what your mallard flank looks like. It's got a speckled back on it. So go ahead and set those aside as well. We want those in another area. What other materials do we have in here? We have 2 different styles of chenille. We have a cactus chenille. This is what we're going to build the head out of. And then we also have this polar chenille, this guy here, which we're going to build some of the body out of. Okay. So as you can see, tons of materials. We've got some dumbbell eyes in there. We got some, like I said, 2 different sizes of hooks. So this is the small one. This will be our back hook. So I'm going to start by putting this one in the vise. Get that secured. Okay. What I'm using for thread tonight, I'm going to go ahead and use white. This is UTC 140. Okay, so a little bit thicker. I like that because I'm able to pull a little tighter on some of these materials that I really want to bind down. The interesting thing with tying bigger streamers, guys, it's basically just reflecting the same things that we do on the smaller flies, except we get to really, most people interpret it as being a harder thing to do, but streamers are actually easier because they're bigger. We get to see them on kind of a bigger scale, okay? So let's go ahead. We'll start our thread just behind the eye. We're going to lay a nice little thread base down because we're going to be putting some materials on it.
Rick's got a point here about the getting the online donation thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes with American credit cards, your bank is the one that's refusing it. So just
be aware.
It's happened on a few American credit cards. It's nothing about you. So sometimes you have to call your bank and say, I am trying to donate X. Remember we said this last year?
Oh, yeah. We did.
But whatever it is, Rick, that's it does happen with Americans.
Yeah, seems to happen.
American credit cards. It does not take your debit cards. It takes a credit card. But
yeah, it takes a credit card to do it.
Small or large hook on the back?
We're using the smaller hook on the back. Always, guys, on a streamer pattern or a trailing hook, like our stinger hook, is going to be a little bit smaller one, and then the bigger one up front. Something else I like to do, and when you're doing it at this tying stage, extremely important with streamers, guys, when you're fishing trout especially, their mouths will get ripped up really bad with that barb, okay? So what I like to do is right at this stage, I'll come in here, I'll open up my my vise a bit, I'll tighten it on that barb, and I'll pinch it off. So when I bring that back in, my barb is already gone. It's a great reminder to do it right off the hop, and then we're not having to remember to always carry pliers or forceps or whatever. Sometimes aren't strong enough on these bigger streamer hooks. So just a good reminder, guys, especially with these when we're fishing a fly that's got 2 hooks, it can be really hard on the fish's mouth. So remember to pinch those barbs down. Okay, so let's go ahead and get in our first material. So like I said, many stages and steps to this pattern, but they're actually really simple. We just got to try to keep up with me as we go. We just have a lot of them to get through. So first one we're going to do is we're going to take some marabou. Okay, so we're going to take a little piece of marabou and we're going to put this out the back of the fly. Okay, so I'll grab this one here just because I got it. I got so many pieces in here as well. I think I got half a chicken too. I'm going to take a chunk of marabou. I'm going to lay it like so. So I just got this marabou. I just kind of pull it down. I'm going to add a little moisture to it with my fingers, and that just allows me to kind of see the overall fullness of it, and it also allows me to see the length. Okay, so I want this tail to be just over the overall length of the hook itself on the back. Okay, so I see that's the whole the hook. I'm going to measure a little bit extra, transfer that to the back, and let's go ahead and cinch that down. I'm going to take some thread wraps forward, and I'm actually going to bind the stem down almost all the way to the eye. Okay, so what this does is it just allows for a little bit of extra bulk, and in normal tying on smaller flies we don't like the bulk, but on these bigger flies we like it because it just adds to the pattern, adds a little bit of beefiness to it. We have lots of extra materials to purl down on top of this. Okay, so let's come here. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our polar chenille, which is that longer chenille. It's got all that little purplish colored fringe into it. That's why we call it polar. You're going to have a big long strand of it, enough to definitely do 2 streamers with. So you can see there's a little rope like material in the middle that holds everything together. So let's kind of isolate that the best we can. I'm going to get some thread wraps down on that, make sure it's not going anywhere, and then I'm going to advance my thread forward to a little ways behind the eye. I'll throw a little half hitch in there. All that half hitch is what you saw me do there is this. I come in, I put a couple fingers on the thread, and I cross it over. So all I do is I spin my fingers till I get an X. You can see that X. I put that X over under the hook. I just use my fingers to let that guide down, and that's just a single overhand knot, but it's like a save button. It allows my thread to not move, and the materials I've bound down are now bound with that knot. So as I come and I start to wrap this chenille forward, I like to, every time I go around, I just stroke the fibers back. Okay, and that allows me to not bind down on top of the one on the materials that I previously put on. So this nice touching wraps of the rope material on the underside is going to make a really nice full body. Okay, that's what we want to do. So every time I just grab those materials, pull it back, lay my next wrap down, and that allows for a nice full looking fly. It kind of allows those to stand up quite nicely. Okay, pull that through, do it again. We're just going to wrap this all the way up almost to the eye, not quite that far. We're going to leave about an eye length room behind. So I'm going to stop right about there as I got about an eye length left. And now I'm going to bring my thread behind it, kind of cross over it, take a thread wrap in front, pull it back, thread wrap behind, thread wrap in front. Then I know that I've double locked that in place. I'll trim that out. Okay. And then I will pull this all back. So I've pulled all of that UV fibers back, and I'm just going to lay down some thread wraps. Okay, we got lots, actually I have quite a bit more material to put in here. So it's just important to get those all out of the way as we're doing this. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab one of our schlappen or our saddle hackle. So the only difference between a saddle hackle and a schlappen is just the length of the actual fiber on top of the feather. So what we're going to do here with this feather is I'm going to go down to all that fluff. I just like to get that out of the way right off the start because it's a distracting thing on the feather. So I'm going to pull all that fluff off the bottom, and then I'll probably trim that so it's gone. And now what I'm left with is this. Okay, so I'm going to go up here to the top of the feather. I'm going to pull some fibers down, and as I pull down, it shows you the length, right? And I like to see how long it is, and I'm going to pull down till I get probably a pretty decent length in that feather.
Question is there a point where the polar is too much?
Where the polar is too much? I'm confused. The polar. Sorry. Yes. I mean, you can't really overdo it, but if you go too far forward, give yourself enough space. This is just a bit of an issue because you're going to see we have quite a few things to put in up at the head of the fly.
So the good news is Cam apparently just got You cannot use page comments right now to prevent any misuse. We've limited how often you can do certain things on Facebook, and it looks like you've hit one of our limits.
Looks like he's in jail. Yeah. Facebook jail.
Trout Maharishi. Let him know.
Let him know what it feels like.
How the food is there.
Okay, so what I do here, guys, I pull this material down, and I have just the tip pointed like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and cut it like that. And what it does is it gives me that little triangle there that I'm going to tie in. So I'm going to tie it in that empty space, and that's just stuff I can bind down. And it just makes it for a little bit better holding position. And what you can see is I put the underside of the feather pointed back down the fly. Okay, similar to how we would tie in a hackle. I'm going to pull that back and just bind that butts down, just like so. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take and do a couple of palmered wraps. So just like I did with the Polar Chenille, I'm actually going to moisten my fingers with this. Pull those back as I wrap around so that I don't lock them in place. And this is meant to just basically tame down that Polar Chenille. So I'm going to do 2-3 turns like so. And then I'm going to come in here. I'm going to tie that off. And then I'm going to put some wraps back over top of it here in a second. You're going to see how that can kind of lay back and maybe tame down a bit. But more or less, it's just a collar that we're putting in with that Polar Chenille. Okay, so I'm going to pull that back like so. Again, stroke the fingers back down and over top of it and just bind that down. Okay, just like that.
Can you believe the opportunity everybody missed out on by writing us lyrics?
I really thought we'd have a better response. I'm a little disappointed.
We'll try to get at the end of the show.
An outro.
An outro. We'll bring back in Afro Joe.
I might have to change my shirt.
Yeah, to the fur shirt underneath.
The fur shirt.
That's a fur shirt thing, Jen. Lyle, don't go to bet on us.
Fur shirt. That's F-I-R.
We'll all come in with nipples blazing.
Nipples blazing.
We'll cut the lights and we'll just have like some sexy glow lights.
If you guys didn't watch last week's episode, I went back and watched it myself. I don't normally do that. And I literally just about shit my pants because I have never laughed so hard.
He said
I meant to say poo.
He said poo.
I just about poo-pooed in my panties.
That's going to get us banned from...
It was literally one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
It was.
Anyways, okay. So you can see we got that beautiful collar. Next thing we're going to do is actually we have 2 more feathers to put on this. So I want you to take it and flip it upside down.
Oh, you know why the songs probably didn't sound great?
Why is that?
Well, because...
Tell me more.
I wasn't using my guitar pick.
Oh, had we known.
Should we restart the show?
We'll restart it at the end.
We'll start it next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Man, jeez Louise. Had we known. The pick would have changed it all.
Louise. Who's Louise? And why does she get all the attention?
Let's come grab another, this is another one of our marabou feathers. We're going to, again, pull down on it like so. This time we want the marabou to only be on the bottom side of the fly. So how we're going to do that, if you have a rotating vise, or if you have to take your hook out and reapply it in your vise just upside down, that's fine too. I'm going to lay this down so it extends back to the back of the hook bend, roughly. And I'm going to put some pressure on it so it holds it just on the underside. Now I'm going to take my bobbin. I'm going to do 1-2 wraps. That's all. Let the weight of the bobbin hold it there. And then I'm going to come and bring my thumb on top. And I'm going to go back and forth with my thumb. And what that does...
Cam's dying right now. All the comments, he's just disappeared.
He's so mad.
I got to scroll back here.
Everybody's commenting about my manicure.
I'm going to see what his last one was. He said, "Schlappen my ASS," and then got banned.
Oh, man. That's a great comment, though. Good for you. Oh, man. Okay. As you can see, all I've done is applied that marabou to the bottom. I just want to take a little appreciation. You know how hard it is to come right back to a pattern and have someone completely distracts you every 3 seconds?
I don't, because
people don't know. Anyways,
I don't.
If you want to know, go to the quick ties for this week later tonight, and you'll see how much he tries to screw with me.
Just once.
Okay, so now that I know that I've got that marabou where I want it to be, I'm going to take a couple of extra tighter wraps, okay? Securing it down, pull it up, take a couple wraps in front. Then if you take that stem and you just twist it, it kind of ropes it up and makes it a little easier to cut it off. And then I'm going to come in here, wrap down on top. And there we have it. Okay, we're almost done this back portion of the fly. The last piece of the puzzle, we need to go in and grab one of our beautiful little, wow, I'm blanking here. This is our mallard flank. That's what I was trying to say.
Beautiful.
Grab one of our mallard flanks.
All right, how's
okay?
the music, folks? You guys want a little bit of a switcheringo?
Yeah, I
You do? You don't matter. There's 3 things in here that matter. Me, Cam, and the rest of the people.
well,
Oh.
Cam might matter, but he'll never be able to talk to us.
That's
again,
a
so
good
it's fine.
point, Cam. Let's just rip on him.
So that is what
Well,
our,
he's gonna come up on YouTube,
he's gonna show up on YouTube. Totally, you should.
or just show up here. He'll just randomly show up, just like Jim did.
Oh man,
Who invited
You'll-
Jim?
I don't know, but he showed up. That's our mallard flank, guys. Okay, so what this is a really cool material. Okay, so this gives us the back of the fly. So we're gonna tie this in on top. We're gonna do it actually 3 times over the whole pattern. And what it does is it creates this pattern back on the back of the fly, which is really cool and gives it some good profile. So I'm gonna bring this on top. I want this to extend over the chenille and about over a quarter of the tail. So I'm gonna kind of adjust that. I'm gonna pull off a little bit more feathers just so, because I want it to be basically the perfect length before I tie it in. So if I show that to you like that, you can see that's a good length. It goes over the tail just a little. I'm gonna hold that down. I'm gonna take a wrap, lock it in place, couple tight wraps, lift up the tail, put another wrap underneath. Now I got that stem there. I'm gonna trim out just like so. And now I'm gonna go ahead and whip finish the back portion of the fly. So that's half of the pattern here, guys. Okay, and we're basically gonna repeat that up front. So I'm gonna take a 3 or 4 turn whip finish. I'm only gonna do it once because I am gonna add some resin. So I don't know if Rosina's on lock, but I mean, if she's there, this would be a good time for her to show her dance skills. I'm gonna come in here with my.
Oh, look at that. She's there.
Oh, there she
She's
is.
there. Oh, la, 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 la. Okay.
I just put a little bit down there, and I'm gonna put a keyring light on top. Oof, you know it's good when it's smoking. I'm sure there's some carcinogens in there, so breathe those in for sure. And that is the back portion of the fly, guys. Okay. Now imagine if you moisten your fingers a bit.
Imagine.
That's gonna slick
Imagine all the people.
back. It's beautiful.
Should I sing for a living?
Definitely, maybe not. Maybe. I did say maybe.
No, so you're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do, you have a piece of monofilament in there, like this. Okay. We're gonna do a little bit of dicey stuff here. So we're gonna go ahead first and stick that through the eye of that back portion. We're gonna kind of pair up those ends so they're even. And now you're gonna go to your kit and you're gonna find some beads.
Rick Flink, check your inbox. I sent you the PayPal link.
Oh, nice. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna grab a white bead here. I'm gonna go on over top of both of them. Okay, so I've pinched that together and I go over both, pull that back down.
Cam's back.
Oh man. He's gonna
Oh
try
wait,
another
Tim.
color.
What? We
Oh,
got somebody's
man.
birthday tomorrow.
It's your
Lindsay.
birthday.
Lindsay's birthday. Happy birthday, everybody. We will stop the show
We have to.
wherever we are if it's your birthday.
If
Or
it's your
somebody you know's birthday. Or somebody you know
Happy
who knows.
birthday.
It's your birthday.
It's your birthday. Is this mic going over?
No, it's not. But I could get something else
man.
going that you can lean into. Happy
It's your
birthday, Lindsay.
Happy birthday. I'm sure you're
I'm sure, Tim, you show nipples for birthdays? Look at this. Look at this, folks. Oh, he's just kidding.
you gotta
He's a
show up at
poser.
Trax Pub on,
That's a good
on
point.
next Thursday.
That's a good point. Good point.
Good
Good point. We love birthdays here. We love you, Lindsay. We love you. Happy birthday. We're glad that you have a birthday tomorrow so we can play the song.
I just want to say, high tax wax. It's got a great use.
It
Everything gets stuck in it.
Let's put it on your nipple.
No, No cant. No cant.
$500. I will wax his nipples.
Oh man.
We have a wax thing upstairs.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I'd let you wax my chest.
$500
for $500.
We will wax Tim's nipples.
No,
Aaron,
man.
go get just the nipples.
Just the
Yeah.
nipples. Gone.
Could you imagine on camera?
I did wax once my chest when I was very uncomfortable.
I'm gonna wax it with lukewarm wax.
I did it with duct tape.
40-year-old virgin.
It isn't that hairy. I mean, it's hairy, but it ain't 30-year virgin hairy.
All right. So if you come up here next Thursday, feel free. We'll be here all day. Feel free to come over and see the studio.
Okay.
Get this.
We got one white bead on. Let's go and grab a red bead.
Roger came for the tine and he's staying for the nipple waxing.
Oh, man.
John's late from the Driftless. Welcome back, John.
Welcome, John.
Jillian wants you to slip a nip for the birthday.
Jillian, you would. You would.
Only if Finn's account for the premium content. If we hit 30 grand in donations, we will do an episode 21 of premium content. We can't not.
All flies tied with things off one's body.
Yeah.
Okay, so
what's your whip finisher?
I'll show you my whip finisher. All right. So we went white, red, white. We got our beads on there. So we're going to just set that pice aside, okay? Make sure you got somewhere.
Cam, how did you get back?
I don't even know.
I know. I got to ban him now. Just
ban him.
Yeah.
You're gone.
You got to pay to come back, Cam.
Oh, yes. Jillian also had a good time last Thursday on the nipple slip.
It wasn't a slip.
No. I don't know why I cut that side. It was just so apparent.
Oh, man.
Terrible.
When it came back to this Cam, and I was like, I was dying.
I couldn't. I literally couldn't.
Backing. So it's a good question here about mono or backing because backing I like.
Yeah.
It just gives more movement, but you have to remember too much movement and you always have a fouled hook.
It is you got to catch the medium ground. So that's why we put the beads on there. It's designed to kind of hold it back enough that it can do its thing without foul hooking. But I guess my personal favorite would be actually intruder wire, or the cheaper option called bead-alon wire. It's like for making bead bracelets and stuff. I get that from like a craft store, bead-alon. Yeah, it's like my favorite because it's super malleable.
Just like Joel said, he uses bead string and wire.
Yeah, exactly. That's
strong,
what I like.
Malleable. Backing works great.
Backing does work great. Yeah.
Oars.
Okay. That's all. Okay. Well, let's get back to work on the front side of this hook. Okay, so I'm going to start my thread behind the eye. You can either break off or... I always try to do it and look cool, but I can't do it. There you go. Oh, no, it looks terrible.
Jacob was asking who Jacob's looking at doing a walking weight this summer.
Nice.
Awesome. Good stuff. But he's asking why you didn't get your nails done with your hair.
You know what, guys? Maybe I will show up with manicured hands next week.
Probably
okay?
won't.
But can you make something like this look good? These are working hands, okay? I don't know what else to tell you.
You're an EMS. Like what are you doing?
It's called
prostate
CPR.
checks. Like you going in some
staying
tiger
alive.
claws?
Staying alive.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
I know, but that doesn't.
That's like, for real though. You know how many times I've done CPR and singing that in my head?
I know, but where does the nails come in?
Well, I'm nervous all the time, so I gotta chew them.
Oh.
I actually enjoy chewing my nails, so that's a fact. So
enjoy it.
I'm like, ooh, I grew a little nail. Let's bite it off. Okay, enough about me. Let's come back up here. We're gonna leave about an eye length or maybe a little bit more behind the eye. We are gonna grab our dumbbell eyes, and I did unfortunately read a comment earlier. Sorry, I didn't acknowledge it. That someone was, I think it was Mike Lorenz, was missing something out of his kit. Apologize for that, Mike. Scott. Sorry, not Mike. I got the last name right.
Close.
I apologize for that.
I didn't see that.
We admit that we are not perfect. We did a terrible large amount of material packaging, and sometimes stuff happens, and I do apologize that you were missing a couple things.
Scott, let me know. We can send you an extra kit.
A makeup kit,
for this.
yeah.
Not makeup.
Makeup.
We're not sending him makeup. We're sending him a kit for tonight.
That's what I mean.
It's not makeup. He doesn't do makeup.
Kit. You don't know that. What Scott does on his own time is Scott's business.
That's a good point. Good point. Good point. Good point.
Good point.
It only took 7 months for him to get his bingo giveaways.
I'm gonna get those dumbbell eyes affixed to the top of the hook first. Okay, so I'm just gonna do enough to basically get them on there. But I do not want these on the top side of the hook, because what would that do? Well, that would turn it upside down, and
Look
that's
at
how
Scotty
it swims.
Merchant said. Seriously, dude, I'm a mechanic and my nails aren't thrashed that bad.
Scott.
Dude.
Scott. I mean,
Tie the fly, Tim.
I got no excuse. I wanted to say something good, but I got nothing. So I'm going to twist those eyes around so they're on the bottom side of the hook. Now, if you look at mine right now, this eye here is actually tipped a little bit forward. So what I do is I drive some more thread wraps against the other side, like that, and it'll bring it back to even. Okay, so what I want is a more even placement of those eyes so that they look, oh, that still looks terrible. Okay, like that. We want them to be even, okay? That's more what we're going for. So we're gonna do some figure eights. Basically, we just want those to be extremely affixed to that hook shank. Don't forget to do just some around the eyes only and not even touching the hook.
Change the music.
Yeah, it feels like I'm in Sands of Time here. I like it. Prince of Persia, that's what it sounds like. Or maybe some Yellowstone. Kind of sounds like Yellowstone soundtrack. Anyways, that's where we're going to place our eyes, guys. Once I got them good and fixed down, you could add some resin there if you'd like, whatever, to fix it. Actually, what I would like to use, I don't have any on my table, but I like to use super glue. And I just put it on top of those wraps right there. It really just helps hold that down. Okay, so I'm going to bring my thread wraps all the way back to the hook bend. Now I'm going to go back and grab that back portion of the fly. Okay, so I've got this here. I'm going to leave that little bit of space. So there's a space between the back portion of the fly and those beads. I want to maintain that space, okay? So I'm going to lay that right on top of the hook shank. I'm going to switch my hands, and I'm going to do a couple thread wraps. Now I need to make sure that that monofilament or backing or whatever you're using stays right on top of the hook shank, okay? Like so. And now I'm going to take some thread wraps forward, kind of just open spiral, just to make sure I get those, get it affixed to the top. Now I'm going to put some resin on, so I'm not going to fold these back over, but if I was using wire, I probably would. But this mono is just a little bit thicker. I'm taking up some room on the hook shank, so I'm going to do this, lay a good thread wrap down, and I'm going to go in and grab a little bit of resin just to make sure that all that stuff is bound where I want it to be.
I'm literally trying to find the worst music.
You're doing a pretty good job.
Tim,
Pretty good job.
I'll punch you right in the ding dong.
The what now?
That's a good point.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Who's getting banned now? Ding dong.
A ding dong. It's like what the doorbell makes the sound.
Ding-a-ling dong.
Flames Wild tied 1-1 with 17:40 to go in the third.
Whew.
The clincher. I wonder what's going to happen next week if the Flames play on Thursday at Trax Pub. Oh my goodness. We're going to have it all. We're going to have everyone watching Thursday Night Live on their phones.
We're just going to turn it off because nobody cares about hockey. That's what I think.
Tim, you've made 2 comments tonight that are going to get us banned from Facebook forever.
Tell me I'm wrong, peoples. Come on.
Look at this. This is a good song.
Is it? Well, that can't be like you. If I could pick something else.
We got to play bingo. Would you get this thing
I'm
tied?
trying. This is like the longest fly ever.
I know. Well, like
Who
it's
picked
6
these flies?
It's 4 inches. That's real long, right?
It is super long.
That is huge.
Like if they
That's a
polled every
4.
person in the world, mostly women, they would say that 4 inches is enough
For a fly.
for a fly.
And why are they polling people?
Poll, P-O-L-L. Anyway,
You know they say the size of your fly is the size of your pinky?
yeah. I like
Right? Measure proportions.
proportions.
Just like
It's
that.
just about measuring. So I'm grabbing a piece of marabou.
Jill has obviously an outlier. She's obviously an outlier.
Whatever.
I think she thinks.
Jill,
I think
what do you know? Okay?
3.
3?
Yeah, I think she's like 3. Like we overdid it with 4.
Grower, not a shower. Okay. Measure in
Dave
centimeters.
Dave Jackson's here.
What's up, Dave? He's coming in from the Ivory Coast of Africa.
Oh,
that's where he is right now.
Well, so is John Onorati, but he got delayed. His flight got canceled. He ended up in Ethiopia.
Is he working? Must be
No, he's
working.
over there for a wedding. He went fishing. And Scott wants to know if that's girth or length of the fly. Well,
If it's girth,
6 inches
that
girth.
trout's not going to fit in its mouth.
No. That's like fishing with a pop can.
Oh, man. Yeah, you can't do that.
Go Flames, go.
Go Flames, go. Okay, we got to get on this fly. So I'm going to grab a Perry Marabou. That's going to be the first thing we put back in. I want to tie it in right in front of the beads, but I want it to reach out just a little bit onto that back portion of the fly. Because imagine, guys, when this is all wet and in the water, it's going to be, so why does everything sound dirty?
Oh, Richard said size doesn't matter in Cochrane. Well, that's not true because I went to high school in Cochrane.
It's about being a grower, not a shower. Oh, we are so off topic.
Flies that catch fish.
Fly information.
Flies that catch fish.
Let's tie in this marabou. So it's extending just over the back portion of the fly. So I'm going to switch hands here. And I'm going to take one wrap. I'm going to let it sit. And then I'm going to take my hands and I'm going to wiggle it so that it goes all the way around the hook shank. Because that's what I want for this back portion. And then I'll take another one that's tight. Okay, tight wrap. And now I'm going to start wrapping over that stem, creating, again, a little bit of that bulk. But before I get too close to those dumbbell eyes, because we're going to have lots more to put in up there, I'm going to trim it out. Like the tune, like the tune. Okay.
See, Blake doesn't know what to say.
That's a first.
Yeah, like, is he afraid that out in the East Coast in the Carolinas, 4 inches is unheard of?
Maybe.
Fish don't eat pop cans?
Maybe they don't. You never know. Never know. Okay. So now I got to refocus. There's way too many steps here. So we put in the marabou.
So now you want to put in some chenille.
Now we're going to go with some chenille. We're going to go
I'll help you out, Tim.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. We're going to go back to that polar chenille. Okay. So we're going to go back. We're going to do the same thing we did before. Tie that in there. Make sure it's good and tight. We're going to advance our thread forward a bit. We're not going to go too far forward, just a little bit behind those dumbbell eyes. I'm going to put a half hitch in there.
Hold tight. SOS from Grand Prairies.
All right.
This is a great time to check out our ads.
Let's do it.
With the amount of time we spend in front of our vices, don't you think you deserve a pair of scissors that can make the cut?
Okay.
All right, it's me and you, Tim.
Just me and you. There's nothing else I'd rather.
I'd rather too.
Pause.
But so what I was thinking as we're just about finished this fly, where's the bacon cam at?
We got a steak so far, so let's see what's
Let's
next.
check it out.
All right, let's check it.
Oh my goodness.
It must be chicken meat. So we're doing, what do they
Tim,
call it?
this is baking.
There's got to be fish next, so we're surf and turf and air. I got it. I got this figured out. Don't worry about me.
It's baking, not meat.
You can bake meat, Dana.
I could bake you. Can't bake meat. Well, folks, we got a cow. We got a chicken. We don't know what's coming next. That's why we got to stick around.
Cam's back in on YouTube. He got banned off Facebook. I agree, Roger. We're having barbecue. Stick with me. Ron agrees.
I don't know.
It's KFC.
Bacon cam, KFC.
All right. Okay.
Cow chicken.
We tied
Cow
in
chicken.
tied in our polar chenille.
Cow
I think
chicken.
the guys up in Grand Prairie are ready. So, well, same thing. We're gonna pull those fibers back. Okay, and we are gonna start working our way forward. Again, just making sure we don't trap too many of those polar chenille fibers. We're going to work this forward. This is kind of the main body of our fly, but we're going to leave a little bit of space up by the dumbbell eyes because we actually have quite a few materials to put in on this front portion. You know what? We need to back off. I forgot something.
I know you did.
Why didn't you say something?
Well, because
you didn't know. That's the truth.
When I screw up on the show, you don't give me any kind of grace.
That's true. Sorry, guys.
If we could be Will and Grace, we would just be Will.
Just be Will.
Because there's no grace here.
No grace. No grace. Okay, I forgot, guys.
So
Sorry.
we sound like we're both baked. Sad part is, this is just us.
It's just us.
I think we had a beer.
Beer. Yep. Beer.
Got some music for this.
Getting out the saxophone.
Okay. No, that doesn't go in yet.
What? Yes, it does.
That goes in after.
No, it doesn't. Trust me. I'm not listening to him anymore. He does.
That goes in after.
Only this. Just stop talking. Let me tie the fly. What a dink. Okay, so we are
a pattern.
Don't watch the quick ties on this because they might not be the same.
They're not. We put it in after.
What am I missing? No, we have to do this twice. Shut up. Okay.
No, we put it in after.
After what?
After 8.
No. Anyways, let's go ahead and add this regardless of whether it's right or not. I'm going to put this in so that it extends back just onto the other mallard flank. Don't watch out for your polar chenille that you tied in a little early.
So one of the guys coming to guide school, I suggested he watch the show tonight. He might be bailing. Mark Smallbones, if you're in the house, say what's up.
Say what's up. Okay,
Jen wants you to get out of the boat and walk away.
Get out and walk away.
Remember?
Oh, I remember.
When Steve left?
Steve was so mad, but wouldn't admit that he was mad. That was the irony of the whole situation.
See, Joel said duck flank now and another piece near the head. If it wasn't for Joel.
I know, Joel, I'm right. Don't get me. I know. Don't let Dana tell us what to do. Okay, so we've got 2 mallard flanks on now.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is find out way more. Why was this thing in the way?
So I'm going to do a little half hitch again. And now I'm going to work on that polar chenille.
Kind of like the beats here. So I'm going to find some more beats just like this.
Wrap forward. Why are we playing blues all of a sudden?
I don't know. That's because how we do it here.
I feel like I'm finally allowed to wear these glasses. Based solely upon our music choice.
Afro Joe is over there. I think he's in the back room tuning his skin fiddle.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave a little bit of space. I'm gonna tie off this polar chenille. Take a wrap in front, wrap behind, wrap in front, wrap behind. And then I'm gonna pull all of it back. Take a few thread wraps. Try to keep your thumb off of that hook because it does sting. Go ahead and trim out that polar chenille. Set it aside. We are going to...
Tim, can I be like... You know how when you watch like hockey, like basketball probably don't have anything because it's not cool? But like when you watch hockey, they have a play-by-play guy, which is you, and I will be the color commentator. Go ahead, let's finish this fly.
I will finish this fly because I want to finish this fly. Okay. We flipped it upside down.
Upside down, that thing is. Why do we change the way that's a good point to talk about. Why do you rotate the eyes?
On the bottom. So think about where the most weight on the fly is. The heaviest thing on this fly is the lead eyes. The lead eyes being on the bottom means that when I fish it, it's going to sit the way it's orientated. If I were to put the eyes up on top, then it would fish upside down and the hook would be off the bottom, which isn't a terrible option. We tie lots of flies that way.
Blake wants to know if those sunglasses are in the giveaway. They can be. They can. Those are my favorite ones.
Can you see me?
Those are my favorite ones of the year. And I lost them all year, and I just found them tonight. Okay, continue on.
They're hard to tie with because I can't see anything. You can have them. I'll take these ones back.
That's why they're my favorite.
So I can actually see. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go back to that schlappen again.
Grab that schlappen.
Grab that schlappen. Slapping my ass, you know.
Schlappens on the floor. Pick it off the floor.
So I'm just gonna go back to that same piece I had before because I like the length of the fibers on it.
That is beautiful schlappen.
It's a great schlappen. I'm gonna pull forward. I'm gonna just trim that little bit of a triangle into it again.
Will pike hit this? I I
would
proved
think
him wrong once when he was chucking 42-inch flies because he said size matters. Just like Jillian said that.
Oh,
Maybe she
Jillian.
didn't, but I think she insinuated that.
Yeah.
And I proved to Tim
that 4 inches is all right.
I would try it on a pike if I were you.
I would too.
I would try it on a base if I were you.
All right, let's wrap our schlapping, boys. And ladies.
Roger would hit that too. Novland's in the house, and he said, "Rick, there may have been a few more pregame beers to sesh." Just saying.
Just saying.
That was a band practice.
All right, I'm going to do maybe 2 or 3 wraps. I'm going to then get my thread behind and in front of the feather.
So what I think we
Tie it
do
off.
on the next time we perform as a band is I'll get some instrumentals like this,
There's
and we'll
gonna
just
be-
sing with it. We don't need instruments, we just need our voices.
Can we have actual words? Because that seems to be the hardest part.
Well, if the folks give us some... We'll do this. I got it. I'm going to save this song. This is the song. Just so everybody knows, this is the song that we will be singing too. So near the end, you guys will write comments that will be the lyrics to this beat.
Very
that I
nice,
sing
very
way
nice.
back.
So if you see, guys, what I did with that marabou is I pushed it all to the bottom, took a couple thread wraps so that the majority of the feathers on the sides and the bottoms and not on top. Because the last piece here we're going to do is we're going to throw in another mallard flank. And this one's going to be the 3rd round of mallard flank. I'm going to pull the fuzz off the bottom. Get that out of the way. And I'm going to lay this one on top. I'm going to take a little bit more because I didn't take enough. And we want this guy to lay just extending onto that, over that mid-extension piece where we had our beads. I'm going to lay that down. Want it to be right on top. Take a couple thread wraps. Lift up the stem. Put a couple thread wraps there. And I'm going to trim that out.
Cam is literally trying to get booted. Patrick!
He's trying. He's trying.
Greg Childers is here. Greg, you've missed way too much tonight already.
Way too much.
But what I want you to think about is this music.
Yes.
Because tonight, later on, we will be singing a song set to this music in your
It's
comments.
quite-
Your comments are the lyrics.
It is quite serenading like. It is nice. So we got a section of silly legs here. Okay, so I'm going to fold it over. I'm going to put my scissors into that valley there, trim it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right in the halfway mark. I'm going to tie that in with 2 thread wraps. So 1, 2, let the bobbin hang. And I'm going to pull to the respective side, each of those pieces. Okay. Oh, party foul. I broke them. That's okay. I'm going to tie it back in. I got another one here.
This definitely is not a quick tie tonight.
No, this is not a quick tie. You're going to have to go to YouTube for the quick ties. And I'm going to fold them back.
No, even on YouTube, it's not a quick tie.
It's not quick
It's a
there
really
either.
long tie.
I take a couple thread wraps over top so that they do go back down the fly. I'm going to have to trim these ones because I tied them in long. And those guys, when they're in the water, these are just going to dance like crazy. Just adding those silly legs is really good. Last material, guys. We are almost there. So we're going to go to that Cactus Chenille. Okay, the Cactus Chenille. It's a little bit shorter chenille. We're
Is
gonna.
it off of a cactus?
I don't think so.
Oh, maybe it's off a cactus.
A cactus?
Cat tits.
Cat tits. Cactus.
I get so bored
You're getting us.
when you tie long flies.
Okay, well, let's wrap this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the head on this fly. Likely you could use deer hair or other things on some streamer patterns, but this is a really easy way of doing this. We're going to use just this Cactus Chenille. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a full wrap right here. I'm actually going to do 2 because I got the space. Then I'm going to cross over the eyes. Okay, so I cross over, bring up and around that other eye, then I'm going to cross back over again, under that other eye, to the front, and I'm going to do
It's like a circus peanut.
just like a circus peanut, actually, yeah. I'm going to do 1, 2 wraps in the front, and now we've got this beautiful bushy little head. I'm going to take a wrap behind the Cactus Chenille and in front, do it one more time, secure it down nicely. I'm going to trim it out, whip finish, and we can finally be done the S2.
Oh, that's a good fly.
It is a great fly.
It is probably the crossover between a circus peanut and a boogeyman.
It is, yeah. That's exactly right.
That's exactly right.
You can add some UV resin if you like, but if you do a couple of good whip finishes, you are pretty secure.
But why would you add UV resin if you're just giving these away in the final episode?
Yeah.
And hopefully Cam wins.
Just like that, guys. That is our S2. Now, there's so many different variations of color we could do with this guy. My personal favorites are probably the black or the white, and then I like yellow and brown is a good combo too. But let me pull this out of here for you so you can see this sucker. Yeah, that is a great little pattern.
That is great. That is great.
Very buggy in the water.
All right. Well, if
All
you're
right.
not asleep by now.
This music's going to put me to sleep.
All right. We'll change things up.
All right.
We'll change things up. We'll bring it live. We'll bring it back to the fact that your bingo cards are necessary for you guys to win
Yes, they
prizes.
are. They are. They are a very important part of the puzzle. You can't win
I
if
got
you
all
don't
the
have
prizes here.
them. You got them all there?
And Blake Teague, it's the elevator music. Blake fell asleep, SOS. So that's what we try to do is lull you to sleep, as Tim knows, and we wake you up with a giant scream. Tim!
Stella!
That's what it's supposed to look like. Why doesn't mine look that way? Well, because 4 inches is standard.
Doesn't look that way. I don't know.
Bingo. Bingo.
Bingo.
Let's check out our friends at Fly Fusion. Grab your bingo cards and we'll be right back for some Flyingo. All right, back to the baking cam and the sound of Tim pissing. Well, that's the chicken, that's the cow. What's next? Well, funny you should ask, because that, my friends, that's wheat. And what comes from wheat? Well, we don't know, but the baking cam is here, and we're going to quicken up the baking cam with another ingredient, and that, my friends, is a vanilla bean. So we've had a cow, we've had a chicken, we've had the wheat fields, and we've had a single vanilla bean. Well, let's check it out when you break it all down. The fact that Tim is still making noise. We hear you, Tim. We heard you piss. We got some flour, we got some butter, we got some eggs, and we got some walnuts. I don't know where the walnuts came from. Maybe that cow was a he. Those nuts were from the cow. But we'll have to come back and check out what happens when that stuff gets mixed together. But without much further ado, get your bingo cards, because the Watermaster of Flyingo is about to go down.
Trout Maharishi.
And by out, he means out of the freezer.
Out of the freezer he stuck her in 20 years ago.
Yeah. All right,
nice.
bingo is... Oh, I don't have this whole thing ready over here. Sorry, folks. I've been slack-a-lacking.
Slack-a-lacking.
Slack-a-lacking. So what I'm going to need to do here is just go back to this cam, and Tim's going to tell you a joke.
More jokes with Tim that don't exist. This is always my favorite portion of the show, where I'm put on the spot and have nothing to provide.
Tim.
But that's okay. That's okay. We're just going to wait on Dana, because he's the one causing the problem.
Since this is the last bingo, let's just go
bingo.
call 82.
So,
1,
do you think
2,
that someone
3,
is going to
4.
join the support group on this last one or not?
Join the what?
The support group.
Oh, that's
Doors of
right. We
Doom.
got Doors of Doom.
Put the mouse back in the house, Tim.
Put the
What are you
mouse
supposed to paint?
in the house.
What's the best thing about Switzerland? This is my joke. It's my joke. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't know, but the flag is a big plus.
That's a good point. It is. Good point.
Yeah.
I also have a joke. What is high in the middle and nothing? No, sorry. Which state is high in the middle with nothing on either side?
High in the middle with nothing on either side.
We'll come back to that. The first 4 calls is right on the screen. Usually 5 is winning because we're at 377 bingo cards.
There is a lot.
That's a lot.
So if you don't win right off the hop, you're probably not going to win.
You're probably not going to win. By hop, he meant right off the 5 call.
Ohio.
That's right. See, Americans know. It's high in the middle, nothing on either side.
I guessed that. I didn't even
No,
read
you
the
didn't.
comments.
Roger, Mark, Blanche, Adrian, so you probably Googled it. What I would like to do is, I'm a little confused. That camera needs to move over a bit. There it is. That's better. It's making me happy.
All right.
We got 4. So what do you do when you win bingo? You say bingo, call 4, and my ID is da-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Top of your card is an ID number, and that's how we identify you as the winner.
I can never find my bingo
And then if you win, you got to go back and play the Doors of Doom.
Doors of Doom. Oh, we don't even know what we're winning today. Why don't you tell them, Dana?
Well, we call this the, because we're on a perverted topic, we call this the Stimmy Box.
Are you stimulated?
In this box, you're a dozen stimulators.
Oh.
Stimulated box. The stimulated box.
Yeah. That's good.
4 inches is enough.
4 inches of stimulation.
Not going to put it back in the package. We got some stickers.
Oh.
We got a $100 prize pack from Shore Fishing. A bunch of material, thread.
Are you sure it's from Shore?
We got a fish pond t-shirt from Rocky Mountain Fly Shop.
Oh.
I almost kept this for myself. But this is a Reddington landing pad.
Oh.
So basically, it's a place to get your waders off and boots.
You do need one.
Without standing on the gravel.
Very nice. Very nice. I'd like that too.
And because the Bike Racks is opening soon, we got you self a DVD of Conquering Chronomids.
Oh, baby.
If you don't have a DVD player, well, you can go buy one at Blake Teague's Pawn Shop.
Yeah, exactly.
Teague's Pawn Shop. Look it up on Google. They're on eBay. And you can probably buy yourself a DVD player once you win this.
I bet so.
Conquering Chronomids. My phone is ringing. I don't know why.
I'm so proud of your camera.
Troy's calling. He doesn't know about Thursday Night Live.
Oh my gosh.
And then this fly tying kit for the glass minnow guide fly.
Nice.
From Fishflyman Flishgulls.
Flishgulls.
Anyways, lots of stuff. Bingo Joe DeGraff. See, we wait here long enough.
Oh.
And
Jose.
Hang on.
Josie? Jose.
Jose. So Jose, we said nobody pawns DVD players anymore. So just because this is really funny, let's just see. Can I get that in beta? Oh, that's a good point. Or Laserdisc. Remember Laserdisc? Aaron does. The big, huge ones.
What about the mini
Bike
DVDs?
Racks for the win. Joe, we need to know what your bingo call number was. Well, obviously 4, because they can't win without 4. And your bingo card ID.
Yes. We need to know one way or the other.
And then we're literally going to call Troy on speakerphone and be like, what happens every Thursday night, Troy? Guide Troy.
Oh,
Trout's going to let his wife chill tonight. Jose, talk to us. Troy texted me and said, hey, bro, give me a call. Okay, bro. Oh, he said it was a pocket dial. Well, we'll bring him in. We ain't scared. Jose, YouTube, Jose, come on, you're killing us. What's your bingo card number?
I'm going to have to put it
Can't
back up.
stay here forever. It's 8:24. The show ends in 36 minutes while the actual real show begins because the bearded nipples get back on stage.
Can't wait. Jose. She just doesn't want to win. Maybe she was gonna win and they got scared.
Maybe she fell on her keyboard and it just
My comments are so slow.
The comments are fine. We just need to know what your bingo ID is.
Yes, bingo ID.
Oh, I think we had card ID to 247. Well, let's try that one.
See what Sean's got. We can have a tiebreaker on number 4. That would be pretty intense.
Nope, that's not bingo.
That's not a bingo,
That's
Sean.
not a bingo. We need one line.
The first 4.
Cam is banned again. Well, Cam.
Because he can't spell.
Well, that's what happens with kitchen pilsners.
Yeah, too many kitchen pilsners. Holy moly, Joe DeGraff. Let's see what your number is, or we're going to have to keep calling.
Phone is home 030. 030. She said she somehow can't let it. It won't go through.
030. Oh,
well, there it is.
On
Just
4.
good enough. For some reason, her comments won't go through. Well, that's not a you problem. That's an us problem. And 030 is the winners. Looks like Jojo from down south is the winner. Well, Jojo, we will send you this package courtesy of all of our sponsors.
Wait. No. There's no way you're letting her off that easy.
Off what?
You can't just win with a bingo.
That's a good point.
The doors of
That's a good point. Well, if your comments won't show it, we'll check out the text messages here. And we need to know Doors Doom.
There would be so many people in the support group very upset if you let her win on the doors.
That's a good point.
Without going to the Doors of Doom.
That's a good point. See, what I was doing there was just being crazy. Tim,
cray.
I got some more jokes. And
why not?
Call Troy.
I got more.
Call Troy. Put him on speakerphone.
Let's do it.
And I will load up the Doors of Doom.
Let's call Troy.
The Doors of Doom.
Let's call Troy.
Doors of Doom. The Doors of Doom. Yeah, so now your comments are loaded. So Troy here is on speakerphone.
Yes, hello?
Hey, Troy, you're on speakerphone.
What happens on Thursdays, Troy?
Well, didn't Dana read it? It was a pocket dial.
Oh, I see. This is a pocket dial.
You're live, Troy, on Thursday Night Live.
You're live. Tell the good people what you have to say on Thursday Night Live.
I didn't hear you. What's that?
So what do you have to tell the good people of Thursday Night Live?
You're live.
I hope everybody's having an amazing week.
Oh,
That's what I hope.
I hope so too.
How was your day on the river?
Yeah.
How was your day on the river? Good question. You were out guiding today, weren't you?
Really good.
All right.
Yeah.
So there's your river report, folks. Come on to the Bow River.
That's Troy. Man
All right,
of
Mr.
many
Troy.
words.
We will talk to you soon.
Man of many words. Thanks.
Love you, buddy. We'll talk later.
Thanks for showing up. So now we're waiting for guys. What door do I pick? So she's asking you people.
Oh,
fine
man.
people,
What door do you
to
pick? Well, if I were to choose, I would choose probably door number 4. Because there's 3 doors. You can boycott this process.
Back.
Oh, look at that wizard hat.
The wizard's back. Joe, you'll be safe with any number. It's the last night tonight. But I'm telling you what, folks, we could parlay all of this into the final episode. Because we don't like to see people get away with easy.
No. You got to join the
Jim's
support
calling
group.
SOS. We don't care about Jim. Whatever he is. SOS. Jim's... Joe, tell us.
What do you want,
please.
Joe?
What?
Never door 1. I don't know, Richard.
Joe,
Door 1 has been good.
this is TNL. It's never safe. But what we are going to be is Friday Night Live if you don't hurry up.
Give us the number, Joe. Give us a number. Oh. Is that a cowboy hat or a wizard hat? It just doesn't
That's
appear.
Wizard.
Is it? Is it?
Everybody ropes. Everybody rides.
Door
number
oh,
2.
that's the worst choice, Joe. You failed. I'm telling you right now,
Let's
you
check
failed.
door number 1 is the flying
I told you, you failed. Miserably failed. I'm going to place a bet that you don't even get stickers.
Well, let's check behind door number 2 because door number 1 was the winner. So what could door number 2 be on episode 19 of Thursday Night Live season 4?
I bet it's...
It's also
What?
a winner.
No way. Oh, man. The support group will not stand for this behavior.
And if you pick door number 3, you're also going to win.
That's not fair.
Because tonight, nobody's a loser except for Aaron.
Wow.
His bad singing earlier.
Wow. There's going to be some upset people out there.
Well, they can be upset, but that's the wizard. The wizard does what the wizard does.
Mike has BS.
That's what happens here at
Blake
Thursday
too.
Live.
Yep. The whole support group's upset. Oh my gosh. Tom is upset. Everybody in the group.
Everybody can be upset.
But just think, you guys
just
can
know
stick together.
That there's a sticker for all of you who feel that you should have something.
Oh man. Well, Joe.
Oh.
At least you won some stuff. There's that. But you got to show up next Thursday to get it. So there's the caveat.
Yeah, show up next Thursday. Let's check out what's on the baking cam before we try the next fly. Well, that stuff's getting whipped together.
Whipped.
And for all the guys in the Doors of Doom.
Cool whip. Cool whip.
They just couldn't handle the fact. That's cool. Whip.
Whip.
That's so whipping the ingredients together.
Raffle.
So, without much further ado, I need you guys to grab yourself the third last kit.
I don't even want to congratulate Joe. It's cheating.
It's cheating, but it also happened last week too.
I know, but I didn't feel good
James
about
on his
last
way to Mazatlan, and like we said, we don't care about James.
Is he ever not on holidays?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. He is retired.
I want to be retired.
Apparently I lost my background music. So, let's check out what's next on the baking cam when all that stuff gets whipped together.
Oh, it's a baking.
Apparently it's going. It's a baking. You're right, Tim.
I thought it was
That's actual factual. Why don't you tie a fly?
I bet it's meat pie. It's meat pie, isn't it?
Nothing and nobody ever wanted meat pies.
That's not true.
Meat a pie.
I bet there's some people.
All right,
there.
so let's get crazy on some music here, folks.
We are about to frustrate your eyes. Okay, go into your.
We're getting weird. What are we doing?
Season 4, episode 19, kit, and there's nothing in it. So hopefully that flies here somewhere. I'm gonna.
Well, it's a good thing we got more.
I'm gonna find it. I don't know. I don't know where it went.
You died.
What happened to that kit?
Disaster.
Well, I'm gonna go over to this. I don't even know where the spares are. Let's go in here.
They're all over there.
How did I lose that? Oh no, I got it. It's right here. I found it. Okay, guys, this is all you get. It's a tiny little kit.
It's the clown show. Remind us about the number in the kits. Yeah, so if you did get a number on the back of your kit, send us a picture. And so, like I wrote down here, everybody who has also sent the picture. Apparently Aaron's under the table. He's going to play...
Things are happening under the table.
5 entries. 10. With the number on the back of your kit, you essentially got yourself a $50 donation. And I've been emailed 4 already.
Ooh.
So 4. So Tom, if you have a number on the back of your kit, send me an email at tnl@flyfishingbowriver.com.
Oh,
and I will add that into the entries of 10. And all the folks who have been DOD'd and lost, Doors of Doom, you get 5 bonus entries. Let us know. It's kind of a clown show around here, folks.
It is that.
I think I was going to do one more thing.
What's up?
I don't remember. I don't even know which day of the week it is.
Well, that makes 2 of us. All right, guys. So, no joke. This is a tiny hook. Can you see that? Can you see that? It is tiny.
All right. Don't mind me, Tim. I hear what you're saying.
That's my cue for my cameraman to zoom in. So, I like to, with these small hooks, if you got a pair of plunger-style hackle pliers, they are really good for picking them up, and also good for assisting in getting a bead put on them. So that is a very, very tiny hook. This is a size 20, believe it or not. And I'm not going to show you this bead. Oh, that one's gone on the floor. Good thing I got 2 of them here. Such tiny, tiny beads. So we're going to stick the hook in the small side of the smaller hole. So I got that on there like that. And I'm going to open my hackle pliers and allow that to get on the other side. Oh my gosh, I lost them both. Look at me go. Well, good thing I've got spare kits here, because I'm going to grab another one. I am struggling with the tiny beads. So with these small hooks, guys, you just got to be really careful, because you will inevitably drop those beads, and good luck finding them once they're on the floor. So we are calling this the, where did I put my picture here for you? I got a picture here. I really do. This is the copper Zebra Midge Variant, okay? So Zebra Midge, very, very good pattern, classic midge pattern, super small pattern. Normally the color is black with silver wire, which is where we get the zebra portion of it from. But what we're going to do tonight is a little bit of a variant on it. You could still do that same color variant, although we're not going to do that tonight. I'm going to tie it in a olive colored variant, which is one of my favorite colors to do this in. I'm going to go ahead again and grab that hook since I lost that last one. And I'm going to grab that tiny little bead, and let's get that bead on that fly. It can be really tough, guys, to get these beads on there because they are so tiny. Just be as careful as you can. Try to get that on there without any issues. Once I get that one on there, I'm going to get it fixed in my vise. And I want to turn my vise in such a way that I'm able to gain access pretty deep into the bend of this fly. Because, oh my gosh, I am struggling today. How did that fall out again?
Well, anyways, it said, Tim's struggle is making me feel better.
So happy to make you guys feel that way.
The idea behind that is that there's nothing perfect about fly tires, especially Tim and me.
No, that's a
I'm going to
fact.
tie the mouse next week, I think.
Yeah, I think you should.
I think I will. I will
That'd
paint
be
it red.
I think that'd be a great idea. So it appears that I'm struggling because this specific bead is a little bit big for this. So what I'm going to do is, if that's the same thing for you, in front of the bead, I'm just going to come in here and lay down a bit of a...
Drop some resin in behind it.
Drop that in there so that's not going to move on me.
Drop some resin. Do it. I taught you the trick. Do it.
You may have. I'm just going to do a little half hitch here, and then I'm going to drop a little resin.
It's good
behind
music. This is called the clown playlist because things are out of hand here. 23 minutes to tie a fly.
And this one's going to take
Tell a lie.
33 seconds. Very, very quick one.
33. SOS for Tim. See, Eric's nice.
See?
He's calling a sauce for you.
Sauce.
Basically, in hockey, we call it a sauce pass.
So I'm just going to add a little bit of resin behind this just because this bead
Speaking of hockey, how are the Flames doing? Because that's where Bruce is. Minnesota
really
Wild
cares.
won 3-2 in overtime. Doesn't matter. The Flames finished first. And that's the way it is.
Okay. Now that I got my bead on there and it's not falling off, I'm going to take some thread behind. Okay. And we're going to work it down to about, if I left my thread, it'd be about at the hook point. So these super small hooks, guys, they, you know, although they seem a little bit intimidating because they are so small, they actually aren't that bad. We don't normally tie very complicated patterns on those really small flies. But this one especially, there's not a lot of complication to it. We do have a few materials to put in, but not bad. So first one's gonna be this little piece of copper crystal flash. Okay, I'm gonna tie that in right on top of the hook. And I'm gonna terrible music. I'm gonna work
That's
this
not
down.
terrible, Tim. Terrible, Tim.
I'm gonna work that down fairly deep into the bend. Okay, and now I want to trim this off so it's roughly half of the overall hook length, so not super long. Just a little bit of a trailing shuck is what they're gonna call it. Shuck. I'm then going to go into there and find my size extra small copper colored wire. Okay? Shuck. And I'm gonna bring my thread back a little bit, and I'm gonna tie this in again.
Oh, those nails are just intense.
Maybe I need a manicure before next week. I don't know.
Well, I don't think they can. Manicure typically takes place on the nails, not the entire finger.
Maybe I won't.
There's chewing nails and then there's eating them.
Whatever.
Maybe you like the fact that chicken fingers.
Chicken finger. So I just laid a nice thread base underneath, guys, because this our olive colored thread. I'm using a UTC 70 here. This is what's going to create the underbody of the fly. Okay. So now I'm going to take my wire. I'm going to do nice evenly spaced wraps moving forward up the fly. Okay. You just want to try to, the best you can, keep it as even as you can as you move forward. I'm going to take it right up to almost behind the bead, although I'm going to bring some thread back over top. I'll bring it pretty close to there. Thread wrap behind, thread wrap in front. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my bobbin right up against the bead like that. And then I take that wire and I just start, they call it helicoptering. I'm just going to go in little circles until it breaks off. Okay.
So Eric thinks the tail went south. It's not true. It's just hiding behind the vise.
Tail is just hiding right in the little gap there. I'll show it to you.
We'll show it to you later. That's the way we do it here.
That's the way that it goes.
I love the music. Oh, I'm fired up.
Really?
Yeah, look over here.
Fired up.
Another
F
outlier.
you.
Yeah. I went to FFU, Fly Fishing University.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that guy.
Okay, so what we have here is some diamond braid in pearl color. We're gonna tie it.
Richard said manicure, more like a farrier.
Oh my gosh, there's not enough nail there to ferry. So we're gonna tie this in. I'm gonna leave a bit off the back of the fly because I'm gonna trim it. I'm gonna come over, take a thread wrap, and now we want to make sure that that's right up on top of the fly. Take a couple thread wraps, lock
Tim,
it
I
down.
hope you're coming out to the bar with me and Aaron after.
I gotta work tomorrow, boys. I gotta work tomorrow. Not like you guys. You go get into the college bar. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run my scissors up the back side of the curve of this fly until it reaches there, and then I'm gonna trim that diamond braid off. Okay, it's meant to be fairly short, just a nice little wing case, as they call it. And now you're gonna go into your kit and you're gonna grab a piece of the last material we're gonna put on here is some peacock curl. Now I'm gonna show you a little trick. If you have the option, I have something like this. This is called the eye of the peacock.
Ooh.
See? So when you're doing these really small flies, if you look at the peacock curl here, it actually is quite large. So if I was to come across the fly, it's fine, it'll work, but it is quite large in size. Versus if you have one of these peacock eyes available to you and you take one of the pieces that's right below the eye and you pull it off, it's actually a little bit more appropriately sized for these smaller flies. Doesn't really make a huge difference, but just thought I'd show you that trick. I'm gonna come in here and break off the top of it because it's always quite brittle at the top. I'm gonna tie this in right in front of that wing material. I'm gonna bring it down to the eye, and now I'm just gonna fill in this space in front of the wing casing with my thorax, which is going to be completely built out of this peacock curl. Okay, bring it all the way up to the bead, lock it off, thread wrap behind and in front as always. One more time, behind and in front. And then all I'm going to do is
Richard remembers
break that off.
olds and Thursday nights. It's college night.
Oh yeah. I'm going to do a little whip finish right behind the bead.
Tim, if one of your body parts was the whip finisher, what would it be?
Be my fingers.
No. That's because you looked at my fingers.
Be an appendage.
An appendage.
Just like that, folks. That is the Copra Zebra Midge Variant. This is a great little fly. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'll show you the fly out of the vise. We'll put it on my little pliers here if I can, and show you. Oh, if I can grab it. Just like that. There you go. There is your Copper Zebra Midge Variant. Okay, you got your little copper tail, you got a nice little body, nice little wing. It's super tiny, but I promise you that it will work. All right.
Do you promise? Do you give me
I promise you that in the right
guide
conditions with hungry
feed.
fish.
Fish eating those kind of things?
If the fish are eating those, it will work.
Well, that right there.
That's a promise, folks.
Oh, look at James. It's my
What?
It's my brother from
James.
Australia.
Oh,
I was
what's
like,
up,
dude,
James?
tune in. That bro will be on the river with us. He's moving back to Canada.
That's what I heard, man. Get home.
All right,
Let's get
so
to the
this
river.
is what we call the bacon cam, folks. And just before we end the show with a little bit of music and singing to your lyrics,
More
we're going to
music.
show you what came out of this oven when it was done.
Oh, hey, where's that?
That's upstairs,
Is it
Tim.
really?
That
Don't
is
lie
a-
to me.
I
Is it
lied to you.
upstairs?
That's a fake. I faked it. I faked it till I make it, but you know what next week is. Don't say it.
What is
Piggy
it?
pudding. It starts with whoopee and ends with pie.
There better be whoopie pies next week.
I will do my best.
Okay.
I will do my best to make the whoopie pies. So that's the baking cam. We put together the fact that we went with a cow. We went with a chicken. We got the eggs from the chicken. We ripped into some wheat. We got the flour. The next thing we did is we got some vanilla beans. We crushed those vanilla beans. We got the ingredients together to make this happen. We whipped it up. We stuck it in the oven because you all know how that goes. And we got ourselves some figgy pudding pie.
Figgy pudding pie.
That's
good.
amazing.
That's good stuff.
That's what happens. But
Yeah.
you guys need to know about something that we're going to jam into the news here. But first, let's check this out because the greatest thing to happen to the fly fishing industry is quite simply...
Boom.
Okay, so
That's
what is
some
that?
winnings.
That is the fact that over $10,000 in prizes is probably an underestimate of what's actually happening. So how do you get in on that stuff? It's a $5 donation to the show, or $100 or $500 or $1,000. Whatever the show has meant to you this year, this is your chance to kind of give back to keep the show going. There is a cost, there's an expense, there's an enormous expense to keep the show going. And with that, we have people for the last couple of years reach out and ask us how can they help. Well, this is the way that you can help, because you can also win. We can help you. You can win a ton of prizes thanks to most of our sponsors. And probably the biggest one, actually the biggest one is Rocky Mountain Fly Shop. So that's pretty cool because they just keep giving and giving and giving and giving and giving for you guys. So because it's Thursday, we're live, we call it Thursday Night Live.
Ah, funny how that works, huh?
Funny, eh?
Yeah. Live on Thursdays.
So, right. Barry's mom turned 90 on Tuesday, and our granddaughter Brooklyn is 10 today. Well, folks, you know what
man,
that
you know
is.
what that
we
means.
got birthday celebrations.
It's your birthday.
So let me say happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Hey, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Ooh, happy birthday.
We love birthdays around here. If it's
We
your
love
birthday,
birthdays.
let us know.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got a 90-year-old dick cow at Sundryberry. Where is she? Oh, she's almost as old as the amount of shows that we've had.
Yeah, pretty close.
Think about it. Next year, season 5,
Season 5.
we will hit 100 episodes.
What are we going to do on a
100.
100th episode? That's crazy.
That's insane. 100 nights
episodes.
we've been hanging out with
Absolutely crazy.
there was a lot of those nights we hung out with nobody.
That's true, too.
Nobody showed
But we
up.
were here.
With Barry, at least with Barry.
Yeah, Barry was
And
always
the
here.
fact is, I don't think Barry has missed a single episode.
No, I don't think he has. Well, if he has, then he's the only
Looks
one.
like
only one
Mr.
counting.
Jerome Novlan. Daddy Novlan's
Oh, it
in the
is your
house.
birthday tomorrow.
Um,
Mr. Jerome.
That's what I'm just trying to figure out how to get the band back together here.
Yeah.
To move a camera.
I gotta do some wins. We got lots of things to do.
Yeah, but it's 8:49, so make sure you guys check this out. That's the flamingo. If you didn't get it done, you already lost. Looks like Joe won on 4.
Joe won.
So
That's
remember,
crazy.
the Lucky Fly
On
Box
4.
donation is live, and these are all the great things. Tonight we tied the S2 streamer, the Copper Zebra Midge Variant. Next week, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo is the final episode, and
Final
it is the
episode.
super giveaways, $10,000 in prizes.
Crazy.
Underestimating that. Make sure that is the final episode of season 4. We appreciate you guys, every single person who has put $5 or $5,000 into the donations. We get to be here. It's really fun to be here. And we really get to be here. And we continue to be here because you guys keep rocking out. Like Cam said today, and it reminded me of our Oman film, it's always about the people. And it's about each and every single one of you here that shows up every single week.
Every week.
Every single week. Barry, what are we at for episodes? Because
What's tonight?
Because next year is going to be a few less episodes, but every episode will have a bit more stuff.
Yeah. And he figures by next March we'll be around.
So
100.
if we're at 82, next week's 83. We do 17 next year. Episode 17
that
will
would be
100.
epic if it's on the
Could you
last
imagine
episode.
that?
Oh,
We didn't even plan it.
that would be
I didn't
beyond
plan it.
awesome.
But
Beyond
like we
awesome.
said here, Tracks Pub, May 5th, party time.
Yeah, you guys
come up
gotta
here,
come out.
find a
Oh,
way to get here.
please.
And we want to hang out with you guys and celebrate 85 next week. So we'll hit it before the end, which is cool too. So we'll be at episode 15.
Crazy.
Episode 15 will be 100.
It's crazy.
100 episodes of Thursday Night Live. They
How
tell
is that
you in
possible?
life that consistency is key. We just keep showing up because you guys keep showing up. So when you guys show up, we show up.
Only here because of
And
you.
that's awesome. But if you understand here that Barry, now you can see all the comments and stuff, but Barry is literally the OG.
Yeah, he really is.
Was one of 2 at the very beginning. I haven't been here for 100 episodes.
Hope to be here for
yes,
more.
yeah. So
yeah, Greg.
lots of
amazing.
new people, and that's awesome.
Yeah. Every week.
Quick
new
question:
people.
is there an RV park in Old so I can come up with my 5th wheel? So
Oh, that's a good
there
question.
is one, and it's called OR Hedges.
OR Hedges.
OR Hedges.
Huh.
Send an email. I can help you out. There's also one just kind of a
Yeah.
little bit south of town. But there'll be a party. There'll be a party in Flyfish 54's RV after.
Yes, thank you.
Whatever there
You got
is,
spa- you
come
got
up
extra room?
early. Come hang out. Come see the studio. Good things happen in the studio.
What about Jen Lyle's house? Is there an extra room in there for me?
I
might
don't
need
know.
one.
That's a good
I
question.
might need one, Jen. Let me
you
know.
should ask the
'Cause
real.
I think the
Jen
hotel's
Lyle.
full.
You should ask the real Jen Lyle.
Real
what's
Jen Lyle.
actually
I
happening.
need to know if
in
there's a
her house
spot.
next week. So right on, Cowboys. Make sure you guys show up.
only you. Well, I don't know if you're serious or not, but
well-
let me know because I need a room.
He needs a room with his wife, so let
'Cause
him know.
I mean, I would just take the floor of the studio, but my wife's probably not happy with that.
That's a good point. And probably weird if Tim and Trish share a bed with me and Janine. and
I don't
stuff.
know. I don't know
It's
why
not
that's weird, but
We're not going to talk about it. There's things in the playground called swings. And it might not be how we roll.
Well, Steve is gone. This is Jen, so perfect. This is the person I need to talk
well,
to.
Steve is gone.
Perfect. Accommodations needed.
This is Jen. So I think that's a lie. I think factual. If you could stay on this cowboy for more than 8 seconds, you're a winner. Well, we got 7 minutes, which we're not going to be 7 minutes. We're going to 17 minutes.
17.
Have
minimum.
we done everything we needed to do? Because I believe
feel like-
no.
I feel like we've got it. I think we got it all, but maybe the best part of the show?
The best part of that's a good
That's
point.
the band.
Jacob, you need a hoe. I won't be able to make it down from Fort Mac, but I'll be down there May long with the family to go camping with Cody and his crew. Well, that's all that matters. The matters that all is that you hang out with the TNL fam.
Yeah.
Because after next week, it's not over. It's just beginning. And I think I saw a post today about someone said it's sad to be over, but it's not, because we're going to get to see each other on the river all year long. I am going to try. What we should do is try to bring the band back together before we. Well, let's go into the winds. And then we'll bring the band
the outro.
back together.
Outro can be the band.
The outro will just be the band, like we said.
Furry nipples for an encore.
Furry nipples for an encore.
All right.
What matters most? What matters most is the fact that we come together as a community of ragtag folks, guys, girls, and all things between and outside the lines. Tim wants to wear
This hat's big.
this hat. This is kind of my thing, this wig. Maybe I'll try to go get hair implants.
I think you should.
The furry nipples will be back for an encore. Somehow, what we're going to get Aaron to do is grab that camera, pull it back, and then if he knows how to work a tripod, he's going to make sure.
Tripod. You got it.
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
So what are the wins?
Let's just get
talk about
this,
it.
because Rick said he hates that he's gonna miss the band and my win, but I've got to hang up for the night. Thanks all wonderful friends for a great Thursday. God bless and good night. Rick, thanks for your donation. That is fantastic, and best of luck with that.
Yeah. Hopefully you win.
So.
Let us share some wins. What
Wins.
is a win, Dan?
Win is what's important now.
What's important?
So what we do here on Thursday Night Live, fly time at the end when all the goofy things, you're going to have to pull it back more because it's not going to zoom out so far. And then what you're going to need to do is on the left side of the camera, there is a screw that's going to allow the shaft of the tripod to rise up. Because you're going to need that shaft, or you just drop it low like that, whatever you want to do. And then there's a button there back on the back side of the camera that is, it says full auto. So you're going to hit full auto. It's on the bottom of the back of the camera. See, we had to do this on our special hike.
Oh, man.
And that's how it goes. See, this song I brought in for Colin because he was like,
Where's this song?
where's this song?
love
So
this song.
wins, what's important now? What we want you guys, people, girls, whatever, to focus on every single week is what's important now. What is your win? What is something that happened from Thursday to Thursday that made you smile? Or did you make somebody else smile?
Yeah.
So really, it's easy. Everybody has a win because, trust me, you do. If you look hard enough, you have a win. And so as we start to share, this is a place where we'll start off by sharing. And then you guys will be sharing, and we'll put yours up on the screen just like we did Rick. Rick had to go quick, so we wanted to share it. But we're going to share with you guys some wins, some things that were the highlight of our week. Wins can be huge. Wins can be, I'm not even going to say huge because that's qualifying the value of it.
Yeah.
Like I say before, did you wake up with a smile on your face? Did you have food on your table? It's on the other side, Aaron. On the bottom, you see full auto. Right there, hit full auto. A green light will turn on. So, what's something cool? Do I have a roof over my head? Do I have electricity? Did I wake up breathing? Did I wake up? Those are all wins. So, Tim, as usual.
As usual, I get to go first. Yeah, it's been, for me, it's been a pretty crazy week, but good, like all good things. We got moved out of our house this week, which was, a big, a big task, but we're moved out. We have some amazing friends who have allowed us graciously to move into their basement for a month until we get our new place. So we're super thankful for that. But above that, the biggest highlight of my week was being able to take Ren out today. We got to go do a little bit of fishing together. First day for her on the non-solid water, as we'll say.
So actually the first day of
fishing
real
for the year, yeah. So off the ice, we caught some awesome fish, and I'm going to show you this picture because I think that her little smile here just says it all, if you can see it or not. But getting on some fish today was very special, and what I found with her at this age, she's 6 now, is she's more than just being cool to be out with go fish and be out with dad and be with people. She's like really starting to kind of internalize the thinking of how kind of we do about fishing is like, today she looked at me and she just said, Dad, it's great to be outside. It doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. She's happy to be out in nature and to, we've tried to instill that in her and just that she hung out with us all the time outside and being able to learn from nature, being able to be out there. And as we were sitting there for a bit today, the sun came through the clouds and it was warm for a brief second. We were just like, man, I can't wait for the summer to come. It was almost like a preview of the summer we have coming. And, we got a lot of big things coming this summer, which is exciting too. But just to sit in that moment and share with her, that was definitely a highlight for me this week. And I got nothing but good things to say. Been a great week.
That's beautiful. Beautiful. Some weeks are better than others, and this week started off with a beautiful Monday. Mr. Bruce Cole.
Yeah.
So whenever people book a trip with us, I feel super blessed because there's lots of options out there, and there's lots of great options, and that's not lost on me. The thing that Bruce has done for the past few years is book his birthday float with us. You took him last year due to coverture things over here, and
I was the second choice.
You were.
It's okay.
You still are. Just let it sink in. So when people spend their money on us, on me, on our services, it's not lost on me, and I'm grateful.
It's special.
But what's pretty freaking awesome is when Bruce spends his birthday, or he wants to spend his birthday with me and Morgan, his daughter, and we just had we always have a good time on the river, and it's never about the fish, but within probably like 25 minutes of the trip, Morgan tied into a pretty epic brown trout, her personal best. So Tim got her first brown last year, but obviously I trumped him.
Had to one up me.
Yeah, one up. But what was really fun about this is because everything is a story. So Morgan's reel, or her spool, fell off her reel. And as a guide, we remain calm. Although it's inside, it's like, oh my, what are we going to do if I lose this fish? Because there might have been a story a few years ago where I might have done a bad net job on one of her personal best cutthroat at the time. But that's up for debate, and we'll talk about it at a later time.
No debate.
So now the situation is there, and I remember Morgan turns around. She's like, Dana, I got a lot going on up here. To which I said, yes, you do, but we'll get through. We'll get through. We landed the fish, and it was crazy. And the day just went from there. And the stories, the laughter, the belly laughs, it's what it's about. The fishing turned out to be pretty epic. With a little bit of a lull, whatever. The fishing was super special, and it was a bonus to all the good times and laughs that were had. But it is not lost upon me, Bruce, you hear me, that you trust me to take you and Morgan, because I've watched this relationship flourish over the past few years. I've watched Morgan flourish as a person, an individual, and a fly fishing girl. And I am extremely proud to be a small part of your journey. And that was by far my win of the week.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yes.
So awesome.
To add to that,
it's like Morgan's got something for
yeah, we'll share what Morgan's win. And I'll read it. My win for the week was having such an amazing and memorable day on the water with my wonderful dad for his birthday. It was such a killer day. I caught my PB brown trout. I got a lot going on here, Dana. Such a great day filled with love, laugh, memories, and fish. It was such a fantastic start to the season. Love you, Dad and Dana. Love you too, Morgan. I'm proud to see the beautiful young woman that you're turning into. And like I said before, it's really cool to be a small part of the journey.
Yeah, awesome. Chaz, he says, my win, having Nolan feeling better this week, still on the mend. He takes his time when he is sick. Took Nolan out to the zoo last weekend with great friends, Bags and his boys and wife. Sun, fresh air, friends. That's healing.
Absolutely.
That is.
Mr. Fly Trout, heading out to work, win for the week, set some future goals. I believe guide school is in there. I saw on his post, and to have a complete career change in the next few years. Thanks for everybody that reached out and all the solid words of encouragement.
Awesome. Richard, been a really busy week. I got my puppy's ashes back and found I have a ton of friends, and Tino leads to TGIF. Yeah.
Thank God it's Friday.
Indeed.
Jeff
Tomorrow.
is heading to the Yakima. Lots of time laughing and hanging out with us. He's taking the boys to the Yakima River. So looking forward to spending time with a special somebody because she's pretty incredible. And I'll be honored to net her fish and chill.
Mike, my win, fished for the first time since my surgery. Bass were hungry. Life is good. It's awesome, Mike.
Mr. Adrian, a little downer. I was didn't get voted in on the board of directors for the rec facility PA, which I'm good with because they filled the position, and I'm getting to focus on other cool stuff like instructing. I also get to spend more time with my kiddos and wife this summer and fishing and golfing. It's nice when there's still massive positives after a bit of a downer. I'll try again another time, and that's cool with me.
Cool, man. Ryan, I saw this on
has
social
the
media.
picture. I did not see this. How come?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't. So he says, big win this week. Not only did I get out and explore some water, I got to propose to the love of my life. And she even said yes.
Oh,
Congrats,
yeah.
guys. It was awesome getting to, well, for me, I hadn't met them until a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
But great spending the evening with you guys. Congratulations. That's amazing.
Brother James, much love. I'm off to work.
Yeah.
Legit, brother. Bruce.
Well, my win this week was an epic float trip with quality people on my birthday. There was a lot going on when Morgan landed her PB Brown right out of the gate. A day of laughter, family, and friendship filled my cup. Great way to start another trip around the sun. Forever thankful. Much love. Yeah.
Rocky Mountain Fly Shop. My win this week was hanging out last Sunday all day with the family. We barbecued and hung out in the backyard all day. It felt like the official end of winter, and it was just an awesome day. Hope he didn't jinx us.
Yeah, hopefully not. Looks like Jacob's got similar win. He says was getting out last weekend doing some yard work with my wife.
Yeah. Roger, my wins made great progress on rebuilding his deck. Making plans for the 30th anniversary trip, and I've talked to my non-fly fishing wife to take a float trip up to Calgary to the Fly Fishing Bow River Outfitters.
I don't think that's what it says.
Yes.
Eric,
Houston.
my win this week, spending Thursday nights with you all. Hopefully getting to fly fish soon now they have slowed down on generation on the rivers near me. Getting excited to beat the water to a frost soon. Maybe I will learn to cast someday.
Never. Hillbilly went on a killer snow goose hunt with Eli and the buddies.
Yeah.
Also, we started to work on an ice fishing shack.
See?
Wait,
Huh?
I think,
Huh?
did I read that right?
I think you did.
Also started to burn my whole world. Anyways,
He
watching.
will come around. He will come around.
You don't come around. And going to get together with a few good friends tomorrow for Lindsay's birthday. OQP,
Oh, awesome.
LPCF.
Happy birthday, Lindsay.
Mr. Sather.
My win was the awesome guided tour of the Tina FFT studio and command center. Oh, yeah. And the bag of cash and valuable prizes.
He
Thanks,
kept
guys.
saying, I'm on my way to get the cash and valuable prizes.
Ah,
Probably like 5 times. And finally today I said, I'm confused. I don't know. Did I say cash? So I had to go back and watch episodes. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I didn't say there was cash. It's
Well.
just a joke because it's cash and valuable prizes
I
off
see.
a game show.
Yes.
Yes. Scotty says, big win is every time I FaceTime with the family, my daughter starts hounding me to take her fishing when I get home, and she keeps telling me she wants a fly rod for her 5th birthday.
Yeah, that's a
That's
win.
a big dad
That's a
win.
win. Absolutely. Sort of a win this week for Cam. I see he's on YouTube. Must mean he's off Facebook. Remembered my mom 6 years past. Raised a few to her. Lots of memories. A few cries, and happy to think she would still be proud. And knowing you're all back to that.
Yeah, absolutely. My win for Fly Fisher 54 is finding and getting to spend 20 Thursday evenings with what I believe are two of the finest young men in Alberta and joining the TNL fam. Hoping to meet most of you at Trax Pub. We can't wait.
Yeah.
Literally.
So pumped. One more week.
Literally. I'm so freaking excited.
Yeah. So pumped.
Reading between the lines. Brent.
Yeah, thanks to the TNL fam. Have a great week, everybody.
I don't think we gave enough credit to what Brent did for us a few weeks ago.
The thing about Brent is he's a pretty quiet but like subtly amazing dude. To come up here, make us dinner, hang out with us for the night, get to go over to Tracks after.
Serve.
Like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And we struggle, I think, to be served to more than others, but amazing. Like, yeah, Brent's a solid dude. Can't wait to get him out in the summer. You got a trip with him, I think. I got a trip with him. It'll be awesome.
Bags.
My win for the week, got to spend all of last weekend out in the sun, enjoying time with friends, family, and playing more with my camera. One of the cool wins that happened last Friday was one of my films made it into a film festival. Very, very surprised, but very honored that it actually did. I can't wait till it gets shown, but very scary. That's awesome, buddy.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Bruce, win this week with some solo fly fishing on the Red Deer River and a cinnamon bun from Backwoods Cafe and Sundry. So, if you're in Sundry, head to the Friesen Brothers and get an apple fritter.
Oh, yeah. This is what you got us that time. Yeah.
Me. Trust
Worth it.
Me. Barry.
I could go for one of those right now. My mother turned 90 this week. Most days are a huge struggle for her. Then we surprised her having half of our grandkids. That's super cool. 90, that's no joke. No joke at all.
John Miller, my win this week was getting away to fish for the week and working out. A tough bite in the record below normal temps. Anytime fishing is good, as long as you got all your digits.
Yeah, agreed.
We are wishing you luck, Doug.
Yeah, I hope you make it up, Doug.
Doug.
Haven't seen Doug in too long.
I know.
Yeah.
We got beers. We got lots of beers.
Agreed. Another amazing Thursday.
Man,
Only one more Thursday to go.
We got some beer to give away at
Oh, yeah, we have that too. Well, that's added to the giveaways.
All right. So, Aaron, if you've, Afro Joe.
He looks like he's dressed and ready.
Mic check 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This thing is on. All right, folks. This is the part of the show where you guys enter your comments. Enter your comments and make some lyrics.
Yep. You do it, we'll sing it.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna jump into this. I think I have it all set up here into something like this. Why is it not playing? All right, folks. This is the beautiful time of the evening where the bearded nipples come to play. You and only you. Aaron, you're just singing. We don't need instruments. You just take those balls off your chin just like that. All right, so you guys write the comments here. We will sing them. This is your opportunity to send episode 19. We only get one more time this year.
To make a fool of ourselves?
You can stop your instruments. This is acoustic. Okay, we're going to start this song again. I'm going to start this song again.
Acoustic.
Start this song again. You can hook them up.
Oh, you can hook it back up.
Let's give them... If you got to leave, you got to leave. If you don't want to leave, this is the part of the show that I highly encourage you to stick around. Apparently, Aaron over there, I got this microphone's working over here. I just want to sing to you. All right, so he's just plugging into the show so he can hear everybody.
I don't know where the earpieces went, though.
Oh, that's not very helpful.
No, we're all good.
You're the one that put him somewhere.
My goodness. What are we going to do?
It's all good. I just solo.
That's all right.
We just solo.
So
Solo.
Aaron's a hot mess.
Yes, he is.
You don't know where his earpiece is. You don't need the instrument. That's again, we're good. We're going to start the song over, guys.
But it looks good.
Remember, your comments are what we sing. So we're going to scroll back a bit just so that we can get a couple minutes of this song going.
Where are we starting?
I don't know. I'm going to
Yeah,
go
wait for some good comments.
just after some wins here. We'll start here. You guys got background vocals. I will lead sing.
Definitely.
But you got to keep this tight, right? You don't.
We're good. We're good.
Yeah. So you can't hear. So. All right. This is gonna be a bit of a spoken word. All right. So we can do things like this. Sometimes we can hit up solo things like this, and I can say to you guys, I wish you guys were singing just like me. And then sometimes we can head over here and just put us and you guys into a little bit of a absolute beautiful thing. And then sometimes we can just sing. All right.
Just sing it.
I found out. All right. Just getting my voice warmed up. So if you want to leave, go ahead and leave. This is how we're going to end the show tonight. All right, gents. I'm back. I'm back in June for 2 days. It's not fishing a thing. Maybe we could just meet for a pint. Light a round trip to Wawasi. So not much time. Would be a joy to meet up with you. Thanks, boys. You guys are background vocals. You gotta
Well, you're not
sing.
lead vocaling, so I can't background.
Well, I am. Thanks, boys. Oops, the looks on her face was priceless, made my year. I'm trying so hard to make it to old. Next week.
Wish me luck.
Wish me luck.
Love me long time.
Great night.
Wish me luck.
Everyone, lots of love
Wish
for the
us
rest
luck.
of the week. I found out I went to school with a bunch of old people. Our 50th high school reunion is the summer. Great show, guys.
Great show.
I wish he had his monitors in. I'll see everyone next week at Traz. Once upon a time, there was a big bull.
Go, Johnny, go.
We'll just turn his
Go,
mic
Johnny,
off.
Just turn that off
go.
completely. Yeah.
There's-
There we go.
Yeah.
Piece
Keep
of-
singing. Keep singing. we did you guys a favor.
You-
Time has come to say good night. I want to see how many people actually.
Can you play Nippleback?
Oh, this is my song for my show this film this summer. Okay, we got to
Song?
change it now.
This is what we're doing?
For my, you remember the show I told you about? I told Colin.
No, which one?
We can't. This guy. So sometimes we have a friend we let on the show.
Sometimes it's a mistake. Sometimes it's not.
Okay, here it is. Okay, now I can really get into this, okay? I'm gonna get yelled at from upstairs because the bass is so loud. Can you play? Oh, we already sang that. Never a day when the lines weren't displayed across these waters wild. Good looking should sing us a song. The night is over. You and me go fishing in the dark. Everything tough, everything in the fly shop. I bought golfing tomorrow to kickstart an epic summer. Adding some floods with Tim and Dana. Boom, 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 boom. Epic summer 2022. There's a bathroom on the right. I like big butts and I do not
You
lie.
other brothers can't deny.
Almost heaven, West Alberta, Rocky Mountains, North Saskatchewan River, country roads, Mice and objects go together like tomatoes and soup. Should we let Aaron back in? Oh, friends and family, fishing we are, just the tip of the tie-in point. Tie a fly with Timmy, pray to God it works. All the people leaving just a bunch of jerks. Remember when mice and pikes go together like tomatoes and soup?
Oh my
So
gosh.
to check out now, Jeff don't want this to be the last thing my eyes see before I hit the sack. Why is Roger hitting anyone's sack? Eric says, guys, I need to hit the hay. Blessings to the TNL family. I love you all, and I thank you for spending Thursday nights in my home. You rock, rock, rock till you drop. Rock, 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 never stop. Let's go, Brendan. If I had a nipple slipper tube, don't judge me, you. I found my bobbin. Can we start over now? Real Tim Shady, would he please stand up?
Please stand up.
I'm standing.
Oh, SOS. Oh, this might be the best Thursday Night Live ever because we don't care. LOL, can't wait to see. LOL, dash, what the hell is happening? Said Janine. Oh my goodness, I can't unsee this. Hey 19, an episode to forget. Your husband is out of control. But Rocky Mountain Fly Shop sounds so good now. There's a flock of geese dropping from the sky at this current moment. LOL, rock on nipple back. It's the hairy tats. Somewhere in water, follow something. Good night all. Babies, it's 7 a.m. Not everyone, don't leave us now. Looks like the folks have all quit the show. Ha 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 ha.
Night, everyone. Night, everyone. Night, everyone. Night, everyone. Night, everyone. Night, everyone.
Oh my god.
Night, everyone.
Oh my
Night,
Lanta.
night, everyone. Night,
Eli's got a
everyone.
hairy nipple, la la. Best
La, la,
wishes
la.
to everyone from High River. Oh, cry love, starstruck. Night, everyone. Oh, we don't
Can't do
have
it.
fun like this.
Everyone.
We don't have fun like this on Wednesday, do they?
No, they
Do
don't
they
make
have
fun
fun
like this on
on this
Wednesdays.
like
Night,
Tuesday?
everyone.
Do they have fun like this on Monday?
They don't.
Do they have fun like this on Friday?
No, they
Do
don't.
the folks back home have
Fun like this
on-
every day.
Do the folks Oh,
Oh man.
I'm just waiting until
Night,
the viewership gets to
night,
zero.
everyone.
Mighty Night Boys.
Nobody there.
William H. just got
night,
off.
everyone.
Oh, there's still lots of people here.
This wouldn't be the time to come
Night,
into the show.
everyone.
What?
This wouldn't be the time to come into the show.
No, this would not be the time to come into anything.
Tim's nipples up.
That's how babies are made, Tim.
Night, night,
Can't control
boys.
ourselves.
Two nipples,
let
let's
it
go. LOL. Tim, get the nipples out.
Two nipples,
There's one
let it
we've already-
go. Two nipples, let it go. Two nipples, let it go.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
Nips up, you woke the dog and the wife. I'm not leaving as I'm lugging my ass off.
Oh, what?
Luging.
Luging. I think that's like
It's
waxing.
Dario.
Is that
It's-
like waxing?
It's luging.
I think we
Dario, Are you in the freezer luging on the
I am
ice
not
cubes?
leaving. I am
Luging my ass.
waxing my ass off.
Tim, I don't want to leave.
We can't.
We literally
More
got
drinks.
one episode
You
left.
can't even type
We
because
have
it's
nowhere to
not
go.
our fault.
We have
You
nowhere to
can't
go.
type because it's
Roger
not
says
our
good
fault.
night. The bearded
man.
nipples rule. Tom's buying our single.
Dizzy bye.
Jeff is out. He's dizzy now, love. LOL, love. He's got a white heart for me.
Tom Pape, we love you, man.
Oh.
Tom Pape.
Tom Pape's the only man who's ever paid for my nipples.
Yes, that's a good point. Oh, Ron, shut us off. You can't.
Ron,
shut
keep us
off.
on, man. Ron, keep us on.
We will come back in your wildest dreams. Joe says, have a great night.
Ryan, make that 10%. Come on, there's more. There's more.
We gotta turn the middle mic guy down. He can't hear. Have a great week.
He has no idea how loud he is.
No, that's why they wear in-ear monitors. IEMs,
man.
folks.
You don't get this kind of
what a
fun every day.
difference. No, you can't. Like I
No.
said, do they have this
10%
much
Ryan.
fun on? I wonder if Janine's filed for divorce of engagement papers.
I don't think that's the thing, but she might have thrown the ring out.
She might have.
She thought you had a
She
singing
might have.
voice until tonight.
She might have done some weird things like that.
All for you, William. All for you.
Oh,
Holy
my
crap,
goodness.
You're a
that's quite the
YouTuber.
send off. Because have a great night, everyone. Love you all. Hope you see you next Thursday.
Love you all.
Hope is like horseshoes and hand grenades.
You just
You're
gotta
just
show up.
hoping. You're just wishing it gets close. Night, everyone.
Peace
Love
out,
people,
Debo.
catch fish. We are the best. You're the best. Chas.
Just
Scored from the scare. You're scarring the neighbors. Trust me. Trust
we
me.
love you, man.
If you knew my neighbor, he would scar you.
Night, night, brother.
Joel Sather, we love you.
Oh, you missed
Peace
out.
out.
You
We
should've
ain't
stayed
leaving
later.
until we've read every single comment, until the viewership will not, it's not fading. We're still at 86 people, proud and loud in here,
Brucey
watching
one
the
day
show
will be in
from
a
all
boat together.
platforms. Can I deduct nipples? You can. Send that to Joe Biden and say, I paid for nipples.
Yes. Paid for nipples.
Love these guys.
Tight lines all.
Best
Love
night
people,
ever.
catch fish. Ron, you said you were
Yes.
out a long time ago.
Yeah, he couldn't leave. When it's
You
this
can't
good,
leave.
you can't leave.
This is like a train wreck. This is a trance. You are mesmerized into watching. You don't know what's going to happen next. Good night,
man.
everyone. See you Thursday. Barry, don't quit on us. It's 9:26. We're going to go
Unreal.
for episode 84 to be the longest episode ever.
Ever? Till when? Till midnight? Oh, man.
We were going to have an after show, but we're just doing it here. Aaron, sing us a solo, please.
Uh-oh. He can't hear, so it don't matter.
Yeah, he doesn't hear what's going on. So
He's just grooving.
if you guys are in town, now we've dropped viewers. Okay, now we're down to 82. That's not good. That's
Can't
not
look
good.
away.
That's not good. People are not digging the bearded nipples. Well, folks,
what do you do?
It's all about the wins. It's all about you. Hopefully, Grand Prairie's still sticking around
Love you,
after
Barry.
seeing a disaster like this.
Don't let it go, because you know what? There might be disaster
you
next
should
week.
go tuck the kids in, but you can't leave. I can't quit you, Barry. You better not quit me.
I wish I could quit you.
Next Thursday, make sure you guys head up to Trax Pub.
Yeah, we want to see all
Until
of you
then,
there.
Tim.
We are the Bearded Nipples, and this is our encore.
Tim, we
Yes.
gotta go. We only can do this one more time this
I know.
year.
I can't. I don't want to think about it. But I guess we have to go.
We have to
So
go.
with that, we'll say we love you all.
We love you.
You are the only quality people, and we're thankful for you. We'll
Remember I
see you
did
next
this
week.
last week? I just did it again. I don't know what it means.
I don't know. Let's start it.
Anyways, started it. Number one.
We
you're
love you,
you're
and I
number
can't
one.
even hear,
This
and
means
that's for real.
this means you guys are number one to us,
Number one.
and we'll
One
see you
only.
next Thursday. Gotta go. I hate going. I hate to go,
Just
but
go.
I love.
Just go, man. Just go. Just go.
Come on. We just have to entertain this guy.
I can feel my body cold against the concrete, but I can't seem to get enough. My mind is fixed on what it wants. I just let you beat me, look at me deceiving. Let you get the best of me, in bed with my worst enemy. This is a no-go, I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone, back up and get me home. This is a no-go, I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone, back up knew better. Keep falling for your innocence, acting like you're into me. I know this is hopeless, moving in slow motion, trying to control my thoughts, but I can't stop our body talk. This is a no-go, I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone, pack up and get me home. This is a no-go, I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone, pack up and get me. So put your hand in mine, follow me, let me waste your time. Set up, do some stupid shit. Take a seat, let me waste your time. Set up, Summertime. Summertime.